Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Oh, neat. Okay.
I just wanted to make Matt do that again. Welcome back to the Two Beerded Guys.
You're the whole live thing.
Yeah, he's literally behind the camera, guys, just doing this, like,
Go.
and John and I both were just looking at him. But yeah, welcome back to episode 35 of the Two Beerded Guys.
I think so.
I am TBG_Ops Guy.
Mudhog being Q.
With us today is the lovely
Kelly.
Kelly.
It's just Kelly.
And behind the camera, the one, the only
Oscar and Matt.
We're glad to have you back, guys. We got a good time. We've known Kelly for a while now, so this is she's good friends with all of us.
Yeah.
We were all, or a couple of us were. We were all at the wedding.
All at the wedding.
I couldn't remember if Matt was for a second or not.
He was.
He was. He was third wheel in it. But.
Again, we gotta get that Jenga story too.
Yeah, we do. That was a good one too. But we were all at Kelly and her husband's wedding. Like, we've known her for a while. She's been in and around the industry. She brings knowledge as well as great stories. We'll have a couple of those. It's gonna be a good night. So
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. As always, we have we've all looked at our beer list and decided what our anticipated beer of the night's gonna be. So Matt, we'll kick it off with you.
Drecker. Whenever there's something Drecker, it's going to be Drecker.
Shocker. And John?
Obviously Drecker, but I'm excited for the Great Notion. It was the last Great Notion beer we had was very good. I didn't quite like it as much as you and Kevin did. Small Money.
Yep, Small Money, and I enjoyed it a lot.
So I'm really excited to try this one.
All right, so we are live on YouTube. Facebook hadn't sent me a notification yet. Are we on there?
Well, Dale says, hey, no audio problems, noise. And Pete says, I miss Kelly.
Hi, Pete.
Yeah.
So,
and is Dale on the Facebooks?
Actually, Kelly, what's yours?
The banana one.
Nice. And I'm looking forward to it as well. For me, I think it's actually going to be the Double Stone Jam. I didn't know much about it, but I've had like 3 or 4 comments since I posted about how it's good. So it's piqued my interest. That, and honestly, the real answer is Drecker, but I was trying to come up with something new.
Right. It's always Drecker.
It's always Drecker, especially if it's one of their smoothie sours and stuff, which is funny because we don't like those in general. But Parrish and Drecker have both like, so yeah, we'll kick it off tonight. Before we do though, Matt, do you have anything you want to say over there?
Yeah, a couple of people jumped on. We got Justin Kelly says, you're alive! I'm guessing he's talking probably to Kelly.
No. Justin Kelly is a guest that we have booked in December, so excited for it. He has his own podcast. So.
Oh, you're alive, not you're alive. Okay, because Kelly was talking about being kind of a hermit forever. It's like no one's really confirmed that she's been out of the house for the last couple months, but Russ is also on as always. What's up, Russ? Good seeing you. Says, I have more followers than him now. What's up with that? Charisma, man.
Off-screen Matt has more followers?
Apparently.
That's terrifying.
Right?
And we even refollowed.
We did.
I'm not going to like your glass at all today, John.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a big glass.
That's going to throw me way off.
Got big glass and I cannot lie.
I promise it's clean.
No, I was looking at the fancy guy with the pipe.
Oh, yeah.
I got scared. I was
Dapper guy?
I'm fancy.
That's from our... Yeah, that's why I gave it.
What do we name him?
Yes.
Dapper Dan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's from our friends at Bombastic Brewing. They sent us that, and we have enjoyed that glass ever since. It's a gorgeous glass.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm rocking my Best Made Pickle Beer from Martin House glass.
And Martin House released the Bloody Mary pickle beer today.
I don't want any part of
So,
that.
It's going to be sent to
excited
us.
for it.
Normal pickle, anything, I'm down. I don't understand the Bloody Mary as a concept at all.
What?
Terrible.
It's
No.
great
You're
first thing in
terrible.
the morning when you're like nursing
Hungover
a
as
hangover.
shit.
I don't want tomatoes in a beverage, ever, under any circumstances.
All the time.
So, our first beer of the night is the Grayton Beer Company's 3OA Beach Blonde Ale.
Yes.
Beach blondes have more fun. That's what the bottle says, not me. I'm more of a redhead fan. 4.6% ABV.
Starting low.
Proudly brewed and bottled by Grayton Beer Company out of Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Our friend Rissa brought this one back for us a while back,
Yep.
so we're excited to try it. We've been trying to start with a light beer at the beginning of the night. We don't always have one, but we were able to pull this one out of the fridge today and
Yes.
start us off.
And shouting out Rissa, like you did already, but if you want any piercings and you're either in the Dayton area or Indianapolis area, look up Risky Piercings.
It's a shark.
Nice.
I almost thought you were going to say, if you want any piercings in the, and then start naming body places.
No.
Wait, if you
I'm not encouraging that, but I thought that's where he was going to go.
Yeah. What was that body part again?
Oh, shit.
I don't remember.
I don't
She-tank.
Matt just calls it the she-tank,
Yeah,
but
It's much easier to remember.
I don't remember what it was actually called. That was an interesting episode. But anyway, yeah, so this is our first beer of the night. As always, we're going to start drinking. Our scoring system's real simple. It's 0.25 to 5 in 0.25 increments. 3 is like a perfectly average beer. Above 3 is above average. You get above 4. 4 or higher, you're getting into that, you search out, I really like this beer. I'm going to find it somewhere after, in the next week or so, whatever, or whenever I can. 5 is just one of those all-time beers.
All-time beers, yeah.
Going the opposite direction, under 3 is below average. 2, in between 3 and 2, still a drinkable beer. Under 2 to 1, if it's close to 2, it's at 1.75. You're like, if you hand this to me, I might drink it. The closer you get to 1, the less likely. After 1, anything under that, it's you hand me that beer, and I'm going to look at you and be like, do you have any stones in the fridge? Do you have,
right.
Do you have anything else?
Maybe even a Milwaukee's Beast.
Yeah, I would drink a Beast over anything under a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that means it's real bad.
Real bad.
Listerman Pride, 0.25, the only 0.25 on the show.
Best Alabama and IPA.
Best IPA in Alabama.
Best IPA in
That
Alabama.
best Alabama and IPA.
Second time I did that.
But yeah, feel free to sample and drink.
While you guys are taking a drink there, Justin Kelly says he's down to try that pickle Bloody Mary beer. That's kind of hard to throw. That's a lot of things.
If it lasts that long.
But he also says that Bloody Mary mix and Miller Lite is a pretty good after a long night of drinking. I've heard them called red beers, where you dump tomato juice into your beer and drink it. Because
it's like just a michelada.
Yeah, it's basically a michelada.
It kind of keeps you from getting hangovers if you drink those. And I knew a buddy in college used to do it, and I'm like, beer?
Do some tahini on the rim?
No.
Yes.
Rub your nose in it, John.
You're so wrong. I will.
I'm not a fan of tahini either.
No. Also, Brett Pitford's on. What's up?
Oh, it's Brett. It's that guy again.
Damn it, my brother's on again. Fucking off-screen Matt's best friend. John, have you gotten a picture of off-screen Matt's hat yet?
No.
All right, we gotta do it for the gram. Come on, man.
All right, no, you're right. Russell, just wait till you see this. This will be amazing.
This is a classic Matt right here. This is awesome.
Got it.
This is not anything I expected Matt to be wearing when I showed up.
I thought it might have been Kelly when I was grabbing this hat. I was like, should I grab a normal hat and double down? Or I think it's Kelly. This is probably the best time to do this.
I knew you got a new job, but I didn't know it was like a rancher, so...
That was amazing.
2 points. That's well played. That should be a short pour there as well.
Yeah, that will be. That'll be amazing.
He got a new job. This beer's, it's a blonde. There's not usually a lot to it.
It's not bad, though.
It's not very common.
It is #just a beer.
Yeah, it's a beer. Like,
Yeah.
hey, hand me a beer, and this is basically what you expect handed to you.
If I'm in Florida on the beach, this is going to be great. It's fine. It's kind of like with the Beta beers. In New Orleans, it's hot and muggy. Those are going to hit the spot.
It's a little undercarbed, I felt like.
Yeah. Maybe because of the bottle. Maybe there's some air leakage in there.
Well, then they just suck if that's the case. Yeah. No. Like, I think Kelly said it right, though. It's just a beer.
It's fine. I would drink it, but I'm not going to, seek it out.
No off flavors.
No, there wasn't anything bad about it.
Wasn't anything specifically good.
Yeah. Which, we kind of expect it from blondes. Although we had that one last week.
That one was...
What the fuck was that again? I don't know. Nothing was in order on my paper last week, so...
Yeah.
But it was either last week or the week before, and it was the week before, and we had that ridiculously good blonde.
It killed me to rate it so high.
Yeah, we gave it like a 3.75, I think, the blonde we had 2 weeks ago. Yeah, the Blue Wahoo's blonde, it ended up at 3.5.
Yeah, that was the baseball one, right?
Yeah, and it was really tasty. Sorry, guys, I have my little... For those of you that haven't watched, I have a little notepad that I keep our scores on.
It's handy dandy.
It's handy dandy notebook. And I go back and forth to try to compare stuff and figure things out. I love my notebook. It breaks my heart when it goes missing.
I'm like, no way to see if we can find blue in the background.
Or the Check Me Girl, but whatever.
Check Me Girl.
You can't really see her very well on screen.
John.
Yes.
It is your turn to go first on scoring.
Yeah, it's a blonde. It's fine. There's no off... It's crafted well. There's no off flavors. There's nothing that's super great about it, so it's just a perfectly average 3 for me.
Kelly?
I was going to say a 3 because it's exactly what it should be for this style. It's just fine.
I hate to agree with anything John and Kelly says, but a 3 is pretty damn accurate. That's what I'm going to give it as well. Matt, do you have anything to disagree with on that?
Not strongly, but the undercard, I'm going to bump it down to like 275. A
fair.
mid beer undercard, like it hurt just a little.
That's fair. Anytime you have that average, you could get hurt pretty easy on. Why am I grabbing this? It's all cans the rest of the night.
There's a.
We didn't tell him. We'll tell him next time. Okay,
What?
that's fine. No, it's fine.
All right, well, I'll fill this blank air.
Oh, I
Carrie
get what
Davis
you're
is
saying.
on.
Who is?
Carrie.
Carrie.
What up? And Carrie is a...
Carrie, the man, the myth, the legend,
And
Carrie Davis.
I told him that I would talk to you guys about a good time to go do the bourbon tasting.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yes, we'll have that discussion later tonight, Carrie.
And we needed to give him a little congratulations. I don't know if y'all know, but now you do. Apparently, he got a new job. So it sucks.
Yay!
Glad to have a new job. So, congrats, man.
Congrats, my brother. Our next beer is one that everybody, at least the 3 guys that have had Drecker here, are excited about. This is the Drecker out of Fargo, North Dakota, brewing companies. Everybody loves everybody. This is the Rainbow Sherbet Sour. This is different than anything we've had because we've had their Chonk series, we've had their Brain series. This is something completely different.
I love sherbet.
Well, that's what the Lisbon Pride beer was, too, so I'm curious to see if they actually do this well.
I have...
John, do me a
have
favor,
full
look up the
faith,
ABV.
but-
They don't have it on the can.
Yeah. What is it called again?
Everybody loves everybody.
Okay.
But it has, where is it? Hops are Huel Melon, Malt, Pale Two-Row, and Carafoam. Their flora is lactobacillus. Help me.
Give it to Kelly.
He knows what it is.
Kelly can use big words.
Yeah.
My tongue's just getting
I'll
tied.
just watch him.
I think it's lactobacillus.
That's a solid response.
Close enough. Yeah.
yeah, lactobacillus.
All right.
Cool.
My tongue was, whew,
And it's 4.5%.
that's low for them. And then their gimmicks. I love how they do that. Any flavor they add, they call them gimmicks instead of like additions, flavors.
What'd you
They're like we know what
4.5.
this is.
Yeah.
Tabor's got it dramatically high.
Lemon, lime, orange, cherry, raspberry, guava, marshmallows, lactose, and
Now,
vanilla
right.
beans.
It might be that
Tabor's is
one.
probably the correct one.
Well, because this one says it's a collaboration with the Brewing Project. So that might...
A loving collab between Drecker and the Brewing Project.
So it's anywhere from 4.5 to 7. We got
Yeah,
conflicting...
Tabor says 7.
I would go with 7 because that means this one probably came from Drecker and theirs is higher. And my
Okay.
guess is the can you get from the Brewing Project is probably lower
All right, fair.
because Lord knows Drecker likes to
Yeah.
be on the high end.
Yeah, normally they are. All right, excited.
I am too, and I do love how they put their flavors down as gimmicks. It just makes me
yes.
smile.
Because that's all it is.
First review on Tabor, now that I got it pulled up. Fucking delicious.
The bar is high.
Having had all the Drecker beers that we have,
you want a
that's
little
a
more?
very big understatement, Kelly.
Okay.
I'll like circle back at the end if I.
Big.
Oh well, that's not.
I got a little left.
Jennifer Beckert's on as well. What's
Hold
up?
for
She
you.
says,
Jennifer's-
this one is fire.
Yes.
It smells like sherbet.
You might want to get some can action there, friend.
Oh yeah.
Since
Now-
they do have that wicked sweet can.
Tyler introduced his glass and Kelly's glass, but did not introduce my Primeval Brewing Oktoberfest stein.
How rude.
I figured you could handle your own glass.
So, went over to Primeval on Saturday. They had a Oktoberfest special, of course, so a couple different European festival beers, and some sausage, and some sauerkraut. It was delicious.
Nice.
Actually, sorry.
No, go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, not to cut it off, but since you were wanting to show off your glass, we're on Cam, and Justin commented the color is serious with that one. You want to kind of prop the mug up, give him a little show. Oh, there we go. That'll work.
Yeah.
Before we dive too deep into this glass, I do want to say if nobody in the local area is doing anything Saturday, they should join us at Loggers in Lawrence. Saturday from 4 to 7. John and I will be there, and so will off-screen Matt. So this will be your one opportunity to see the myth, the legend, off-screen Matt.
He's gonna wear a mask the whole time.
Put a hole in it for a straw.
Right.
COVID says I'm supposed to.
But yeah, so we'll have a good time there. We're excited for it. I'll admit I am a little nervous to be going to a beer fest.
Yo,
But it is a small one. They capped it at a certain size.
they're spreading the vendors out. They're capping it at 500 people.
Windmill's going to be there.
That's the main reason.
There.
That's the main reason I'm going.
Yeah, so I'm real excited to be there. And if you are there and you find us, maybe we get something cool and special. So.
Yeah, John's been talking about this for about 2 or 3 weeks, and he just kind of finally talked me into it today. So, but I'm excited to get back to normal things. But yeah, a little nervous too. It's fine. But beer time. And Windmill's going to be there. That helped talk me into it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Kerry says that he'll be there as well.
Yes.
And we also got Chris Ream on. Maybe we got an influx of things
Chris
happening
Ream.
That's fucking Kelly.
Go to Loggers and Lawrence.
Friday, Justin Kelly will be doing a show at Joe's Grill in Westfield.
Yes. I saw that. Yeah, live show, right? So, shout out one more time.
Friday at Joe's Grill in Westfield, you can see Justin Kelly.
Perfect.
And this thing smells delicious.
It is delicious.
You do sour beers really, really well.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad I held on to that?
I know there will be
balanced.
future ones that you can short pour along this journey.
Oh.
Sounds
but...
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I held on to
Don't short pour the Drecker.
I'm glad I held on to that for you.
I wanted to clarify if anyone's curious about seeing Justin. He says 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. He'll be interviewing the owner and drinking before and after. So, want to do some COVID air high fives, compliant elbow bumps.
Gotta love the elbows.
Yes.
This has been the least social I've been in general in my entire life, this handful of months. And now I'm still doing some things because I still have baseball on, so I'm at least not housebound. But yeah, this is the least social I've ever bbeen. Somebody asked me the other day, hey, have you been to any new breweries? Oh, it's Russell on the phone call. Yeah. And I was like, no, I haven't really been anywhere. I stopped by Scarlet Lane one day for a quick beer and hi and bye. No, I haven't. And he's like, oh, I know that's something you like to do. And I'm like, it is.
I used to.
I hate it. Hate it so much.
I've been training for this my whole life. Been a germaphobe and an introvert for 26 years.
Kelly's like,
this is my time to shine.
I know what to do.
God, that's tasty. I will admit it's not my favorite sour we've had by them.
Well, because
it's
not that slushy, smoothie style.
Yeah, but I like sours in general more, like true sours, not the slushies. But it's just, I think it's almost because it's the in-between. It just throws me off a little bit, but I like it.
I definitely get a jam sort of flavor from it.
I'm getting melted sherbet.
I'm definitely getting that. It's
melted sherbet.
I think this could be good if it was that thicker body like the Brains series. But this is really darn good. It's got 8 A's in it, Kelly. How else do you say it?
You guys are a bunch of nerds.
Kelly, what about you? What do you think about this thing? Got it right. She takes a drink.
I really like it because I feel like ever since sours became popular, there are a bunch of breweries that do a beer where the beer itself is not that sour, and then they throw in a bunch of tart fruit to try to make it a sour. A lot of raspberry sours and lime sours where it's not a true sour beer, and I don't get that from this. It seems like the beer itself is a good sour beer that then they added the fruit to, but they're not relying on it.
They do such a great job of balancing the flavors too. You don't as much stuff that's in this. I mean, when you have a list of flavors that are lemon, lime, orange cherry, raspberry, guava, marshmallows, vanilla beans, lactose, it could be very easily you have
something's going to overpower, and yet
they balance so well. And I've noticed they kind of use vanilla in almost every one of their sours. And my guess is they use it as the balancing agent
because it's never overpowering vanilla.
Yeah, you really don't get the vanilla as much.
It's just kind of there, just a little hint there.
Yeah, just kind of cuts it just slightly, makes it palatable and not overly bitter sour. They do just an amazing job. I can't speak enough of Drecker.
Yeah, if you haven't had Drecker, get Drecker. Fargo, North Dakota.
Use our discount code because oftentimes on Tabor they'll have Drecker, and you get $10. So.
At least once a month, it seems like Drecker pops up on Tabor.
Yeah.
But it's only there for about 5 minutes, and then it sells out. So
thanks to the show, people started learning the light of Drecker.
Yeah, it's all because of us.
Yeah. All the free $10 I got from people using the code.
That'll
be really helpful, guys.
John.
Be really helpful. Use the code.
We could really.
You get $10. We get $10.
It's a win-win for everybody. Score-wise, Kelly, it is your turn to go first.
Ooh, I don't like going first at all.
It rotates.
Or just seek it out.
I'm gonna say a 4.25.
It's a solid score. I'm going to give it a solid 4. Jonathan?
And only because there's more Drecker beers I'll seek out before this one, I'll go 375.
Well, you're just wrong, but it's cool. Not everybody can be right. Matt, what about you? I mean, you don't count, but what about you?
If I did, in theory.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't count. We let you do
I said
one
theory, not Siri.
comment.
I want to go 4 or 5 because it's Drecker and I love them, and this is really good. It does taste like melted sugar. Like if you took a spoon and ran it across the orange, the red, and the green,
just let it melt.
Got all of that. But since it's not that thicker body like the brains that I've come to get used to, like I think this would have been like that much better if it would have been that thicker body. I'm gonna go 4 1/4. Still a very solid beer.
Oh yeah,
Matt likes that that multi-eye thick.
375 is an amazing score for it. 375 is a great beer. It's just if I'm going Drecker, I'm getting that slushy brain.
We're not supposed to compare, John.
I know, but
this beer this time.
But am I seeking out this beer?
I would.
I would definitely have that again for sure.
It comes out to an average 4. So still, I mean, it's hard to complain.
Which I think I have one in the fridge. Woohoo!
Yes.
Side note too, because this might be a story we need to find. Brett says, "At least you aren't driving around taking pictures."
No, can't talk about that. That wasn't me. That's my mother, and no.
Okay, let's say like we like the Moonmobile. You just drove around with your ass hanging out, and taking
No,
pictures everywhere. Or?
Mom wasn't using her brain the other day. It's fine.
Okay,
moving on.
But we have Mama Dana stories we can tell because if you go to TikTok,
yeah, if you go to our TikTok, Two Beerded Guys is our TikTok. You'll find the Mama Dana Tries Craft Beer series.
It's fantastic. It's just like, hey, Mom, have a beer.
And she samples it, and it's really funny.
Typically doesn't like it.
The most recent one, she didn't hate.
All right.
So it wasn't as funny a reaction, but it was kind of an interesting
show
one.
That?
No, she even went. No, she kind of went. I mean, I could drink that one. I'm like, oh shit, we got closer. I don't like this. I thought I wanted to find one you like. Now I don't.
No, yeah.
Before we move on, I will say follow us. Follow us on everything. Like us on everything. Smash the like button.
That was a lot.
That's about right.
Make sure we are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Untapped.
Have you started your grinder yet?
No, I'm not making a grinder. That is your job.
That was like 18 thumbs ups and 3 laughs right
But
there.
if you do...
the thumbs are still coming.
Yes.
But if you do run across me on Tinder, it does say follow Two Beerded Guys.
Kelly's looking up right now.
No.
Now, she deleted hers a long time ago. You know, she...
I actually deleted my Bumble because I found Tyler on there, which is a
Yes!
Did you reject Tyler too?
She didn't have to. She deleted it before she spoke.
No, she literally went,
Is that the passive
I
response?
see this person every day.
Yeah.
Delete.
It was like right when I started bartending and I was scrolling and I was like, that's one of my regulars. And I was like, I can't play this game anymore.
Hey, I didn't get outright, rejected.
I don't know what you're talking
like
about.
a certain someone.
Yeah, I don't know
which,
what you're talking
Kelly,
about.
can you tell our viewers about you and off-screen Matt's no, we have another shower. Very brief.
I knew we were not going to get through this without this story coming up.
At least you get the Band-Aid off early.
Yep. Okay, but you have to let me get through it from the actual version, and then you can, modify
You mean
as you saw
the real
fit.
version? The real version.
The Spark Notes version. Okay, I was bartending. Matt was one of my regulars and, had come to be a very good friend of mine. Him and Chris Ream always came in after work, and he was him and Tyler and Ream were sitting at, the far end of the bar by the taps, and, the registers at, the far left side, and I was running back and forth pouring beers. And we'd been talking about, I was down pouring beers by the taps, and Reem was like, so, how's the dating life going? And I was like, I'm just not really having any luck. Everybody on Bumble sucks. This is stupid. I'm about to just, give up. I'm not about it anymore. And then I have to go take another order. So I go to the end of the bar. And unbeknownst to me, meantime, they're talking at the end of the bar. Tyler's like, hey, Matt, they're looking for some part-time bartenders. Maybe you should, pour some beers after work. I have no idea this conversation happened. The last thing we were talking about was me dating. And so I go back and I start pouring a beer, and Matt says, so Kelly, what are the qualifications for this position? And I logically thought that we were talking about my dating life, and so I didn't know what to say, and I was like, oh, I think that I'm just gonna stay single for a while, man. And Tyler and Chris immediately just lose it, and Chris is like almost falling on the floor laughing, and I'm like, so I did something wrong here. Immediately.
Matt literally just goes, I was looking for a job, but good to know. Chris and I are literally like leaning on each other, crying, laughing so hard. Kelly drops down below the bar, face as red as can be, and
I'm just gonna say single.
She starts to walk away, and we all look at Matt and we're like, well, you got rejected for a job and a date.
To clarify, it's because Matt was a good friend. It would have been weird. Matt's a wonderful, eligible bachelor.
Now you're just making it worse. I was fine. I really came to the story. It was funny, but now you're making it serious and personal.
Yep.
He just wasn't wearing the hat that night.
Oh, yeah.
The cowboy hat would have put it over the edge. Would have been like solid on both fronts. You're hired. Let's go to Applebee's. Yep.
Oh, shit.
That was probably the most embarrassing moment of my entire life. I sat on the floor underneath the bar, and I did not resurface. I just want to make it clear. I, crawled away.
She did. It's very accurate. Best part is she ended up marrying a guy named Matt.
Yep, and Matt signed our wedding card from Matt, parentheses, not your Matt, the other Matt.
That makes me so happy.
All right, let's there's a beer. Let's drink it.
Let's drink some beers.
My cheeks hurt.
Now I just got the "It's not you, it's me" 3 years later.
I wish you'd have been there, John, because it seriously was one of the greatest moments of my life.
I've never heard that story.
Yeah, my hot burning in a flaming garbage fire, and asking for a job. It's one of the greatest things that 2/3 of this room's ever seen.
Love you. Our next beer.
Well, I'm going.
Now you're hashtag dish bitch. You come up in this world.
Our next beer is by Foundation Brewing Company. It is the Double Stone Jam Tart Fruit Ale. Has apricot, peach, and lactose. It is a pale wheat with grist with Cascade hops.
Okay.
Double Stone Jam is a kettle soured ale brewed with lactose and fermented with apricots and peaches.
Okay.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for me.
That's a great
Fuck
song.
the pain away.
God damn it, John! It's not that version.
It's easy to make that mistake, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Drinking at a jukebox, hell yeah, it is.
Did you say something about wheat? Is it a wheated ale?
Yeah, I didn't realize that. You said kettled sour.
The
but...
grist is pale and wheat. So my guess is pale 2-row and wheat. Do you want a little more?
No.
Okay.
We have many things to get through.
We do.
Is that like a for real no, or a no like on the last one?
No, it's a no-no. Because I want all of the banana beer and
So this is like a Matt no.
Yes.
Yes.
So good.
I hurt myself.
Another
as much
no.
as her on that.
All right, people need to put their damn ABBs on the can.
See, I'm still getting some of the Drucker nose in here. Should have had a rinse.
Yeah, probably. We'll rinse after this one before the IPAs. Not getting the Drecker on the tongue.
No.
That does taste pretty good, though.
That is good.
That's nicely refreshing.
I'm not upset with this.
My husband has attempted to reach me 3 times in the last 15 minutes to ask if he could eat all the leftovers, just so everyone knows.
Hey, if you were watching
Yeah. You could just type
New Matt,
New Matt.
Also, we have set it up now that if you want to annoy off-screen Matt directly, he can actually, if you wanted to have a conversation with him, he can actually type responses to you now.
if he wants to.
So, just saying, if you're wanting to ask him out on a date, since, as Kelly said, he's a very eligible bachelor.
Unless you know me first. Apparently.
Unless you're already friends with him, and then, well, evidently that means it doesn't count.
Wow. Wow. Kelly's regretting this.
But I will go ahead and tell the mom story.
I quit the show.
Let's see. Yeah, Kelly's never coming back. Actually, the story's only come out once.
It took us like 3 times to get her here. So
that's also true.
Listen, there was a global pandemic. All right.
Fine.
And then she was sick and just didn't want to come.
I was bleeding from my uterus, so you didn't want me here.
Well, that's something.
That's one day of yours.
But anyway, like what I was saying, I will go ahead and tell the mom story while we're drinking this because it is kind of funny. She's an idiot.
Throw Mama Danner under the bus?
Yeah, so I love mom. Well, my brother brought it up. It's not my fault. So it is
That's
hilarious. Mom has a new boyfriend, which we've talked about on the show.
Yes.
And he's a photographer. So he's teaching mom. Mom has my dad's old, really nice digital camera. So she's wanting to learn how to take nicer pictures, yada, yada, yada. So Michael's helping her. And so he gave her homework. Go take pictures of things, the outdoors, yada, 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 your dog, blah, 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 blah. And I'll critique the pictures. And I'm like, that's a cool thing, whatever. Well, first off, she goes outside the house. Only thing that's interesting at our house is my dog. So she goes outside and she's like, well, I'll see if there's anything in the neighborhood. She creepily puts the telephoto on and is trying from a long distance to take pictures of little kids playing football outside their house. I'm like, all right, Mom, that's a little creepy, but okay, whatever. That's not the worst part of the story. The worst part is she gets in her car and drives down to the park to take pictures. She's literally creepily sitting in her Jeep with the window rolled down, taking pictures of people out the window of her Jeep.
This is amazing.
She finally decides, man, this is kind of creepy. I shouldn't do this.
So yeah, nothing creepy about that.
So she goes to my brother's and, Brett lets, the girls, his 2 youngest daughters dress up and pose for Grammy and take walks so she can take pictures, yada, yada, yada. My brother calls me after she tells my brother this story. Immediately calls me. I go, what? I laugh my ass off, hang up, immediately call our other brother and tell him. Mom comes home, goes, do you want to see the pictures I took today? And I'm like, do I? Are the FBI going to arrest me for anything? Like, she's showing me, and there's this one couple in particular walking around the park. It literally looks like those, like, when you're watching CSI or something, the, like, stalker photos they find on a guy's wall.
Really?
Straight up looks like that, because she has, like, multiple different angles of the same couple walking. Like, I'm like, oh my god.
So it felt like CSI for a minute, or what?
Yeah, I told Mom, I'm like, you didn't take the normal route home, right? Like, I don't
Were you following?
But yeah, that was what Mom did this weekend.
Also, speaking of Mama Danner, it's a tradition that when there's a female as a guest,
And
No.
Mama Danner's on.
and then
Mama Danner's she's not on.
Well, I'm just prepping her so
She's
she knows
not
what
on.
to do. So, if typically Mama Danner tunes in when there's a female on the show.
This is not a tradition I like, by the way.
So,
But the
what
rest of us
happens
really do.
is when Mama Danner tunes in, the female guest will give, because she's out, dating around, relationship sex advice to Mama Danner. So,
Hard pass.
Thank you, Kelly. I knew I liked you.
I know, but it's
You
a
do
tradition.
you, Mama Danner. Love you. Get a girl. No thanks.
Thank you. Kelly actually knows Mama Danner, though, so.
Even better.
Kelly's also just an exceptionally awkward human being and wants no part of that.
On this sour, very
For the
clean. Yeah.
5%.
Nice, thank you. It's 5%, by the way. Very clean, very refreshing sour.
Very cool, very chill.
What do you think, Kelly?
I drank it all and forgot that I was supposed to be rating it, so I enjoyed it.
That goes in the one category.
No, it was good. That's all I got. I don't remember.
No,
So look at us, on a hypothetical scale of 1 to 5.
Anyway, John.
We'll come back to that.
No, it's better than average. It does a lot of things really well. Crisp, clean. Not quite as good as the Drucker that we just had, but I mean, what? There's not much that's going to be as good as Drucker.
It's also a different style.
Yeah. So,
Again, we don't compare.
I know.
This beer, this time.
this time.
John has a real hard time with that.
He does.
Tonight, especially.
He also has a weird tongue sometimes.
Kelly's regretting coming on the show.
Just drink my sparkling water.
It's my turn to go first.
Yeah.
For the Double Stone Jam, I'm going to give it a 3.75. I'm not going to go look for it, but if I have it pop up on Taver or I run into another one of their, because evidently it's a series, there's other flavors. If I run into it on Taver or something, I'll try it again.
Yeah.
I just won't look for it.
I'd be real happy if this is sitting on the beer shelf and I'm like, oh, That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be. Hey, you can have anything from the top shelf, and you open the fridge and you see one of those. That'd be like, yeah, okay. That's an okay giveaway beer.
That's clearly not John's top shelf.
No,
No.
I just realized we did the opposite of the liquor cabinet. Like the top shelf's like, hey, here's the shit.
Have you seen
Come
Rob?
over here.
He's tall.
we don't want
Touche.
Rob to have to bend over because he will grab something from the wrong shelf.
Yes.
Fair point, boys.
Yeah.
John,
So you're 3.75. I'm gonna go 3.5. Delicious beer.
and Kelly,
I will say.
as she pulls the rabbit out of the hat since she doesn't remember it.
No, I remember. It was good. I'll say 3.75. It's like a good summer like boat beer. I would enjoy it.
That would be a good one on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, rinse this.
Definitely rinse, please. Thank you. #dish bitch. We appreciate you.
Right. Kinda.
I mean, I can't see what happens to my glass when you're in there, so yes, I appreciate you, Matt.
Russell, that was a good one, Russell. I will make sure we share that later.
Oh boy.
Yep.
But Russell's on?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, can I talk about what I did with Russell on
Yes, please do.
Wednesday, actually. So you can go to our YouTube channel. It's on the short pour list. But Russell was kind enough to have me as a co-anchor for the Beer Life Sports Summer Decathlon series that he was doing. So we did the keg stand and sprint. And we, I don't know if you had a chance
I haven't listened yet.
Oh, Tyler.
I'm planning on listening to it probably tonight.
It features a very prominent, well-known Two Beerded Guy as a competitor, and
the other was a co-host.
Yes, and just history was made.
Beer Life Helen and I have a great rivalry. It's fine.
Yes. Well,
It
you
was
guys
quite
were
hilarious.
maybe a team during this specific.
Oh,
event
even
last
better.
Wednesday.
Even better.
But yeah, basically, Russell writes these amazing scripts that takes regular everyday sports and then like gives a fun little weird twist to it. So, this was, instead of just a sprint, you had to do a keg stand and chug some beer, and then your teammate had to sprint with the beer keg on a dolly down to the finish line. And it was just really fun.
I'm excited to
Had a
listen
lot of
to
fun doing it with Russell. I'm happy.
Phrasing.
Yep. It happens. He's a fun dude.
Don't forget to listen on, every night except Monday nights, at least until our show's over. But to Turf's Up Radio, Nightcap with Hecubus from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. So basically at 9 o'clock on Mondays, you can start listening to him. Because that's when we're done.
Yep.
But Tuesday through Friday, make sure you definitely listen on Thursday. Because at minimum one, if not two, possibly all three of us are on. From 8:15 to about
8:45, sometimes 9, sometimes 9:15.
Even if I'm on the call, I'm off by 9. But 8:15 to 9ish, you'll hear the Two Beerded Guys along with Nightcap with Russell. It's a lot of fun. We talk about all sorts of shenanigans and have a good time. Plus, at the end of his show every night, there is the Two Beerded Guys Beer of the Night. So he has one of our beers on his show and he talks about it a little bit and all that kind of stuff.
And that is Turf's Up Radio. Download the app and listen, or just go to the website. Either one.
Couple quick catch-ups.
It is a nice little piece of can art, so I'll put that on Cam. Definitely hoppy on the nose.
It reminds me of when I worked at Deer Creek Brewing. God rest their souls.
Couldn't have gone quicker.
We had a red cream ale, and it was really funny because it wasn't really a cream ale, and because red cream ales are not a style.
Matt, live stream just dropped.
What?
What?
It says that they're on.
Which one?
I don't fucking know.
Bear with us while we figure out which one dropped.
Yeah, if you're still watching, if you're on one that didn't drop.
Facebook is good.
Carrie says that we were off on Facebook a second, but we froze up, and then like 2 seconds later we're back.
Cool. And that was just Facebook, so.
All right,
Facebook's being weird lately.
Facebook's been a pain in the ass.
My
lately.
internet's been a pain in the ass lately.
That had
That's the
helped.
problem.
But, ooh,
Your internet.
Yep.
it's not bad.
I'm going to preface my ratings for the next couple by saying I do not enjoy IPAs at all, but I can appreciate, like, this is a good IPA or this is a bad IPA.
Fair.
That's all we can ask of you.
Yeah.
Malty.
I do the same thing with a lot of IPAs as well, so I can totally feel you on that.
When I was, like, peak beer snob days and I was going to all the breweries and getting flights all the time, I would always get an IPA in my flight and take, like, 2 sips of it and then send, the whole thing away, and that's, like, the only one that's full. And they'd be like, oh, was that not good? And I'm like, no, it was great for an IPA. And they're like, why did you order it if you don't like them? I'm like, because I need to judge you. I need to evaluate you.
Matt knows how that feels.
Yeah, Matt's become...
Man, I immediately regret joining this podcast.
Yeah, so they say that it's supposed to be a citrusy piney pale ale and toffee caramel red ale. So that's why I was like, that sounds interesting.
It's a weird combo.
I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting.
It's a weird combo.
I think it's working for me. It's not great, but it's not bad by any means. I think it's not overly bitter. There's a little bit of that citric grass, but
See, you bitched about it last week about getting...
You get hot burn?
I'm getting the starts of it. I can feel it back there.
Interesting.
I'm not pleased with it. I don't think this mixture works. I don't think a red and an IPA, unless you're making like a true red IPA or something like that where you're making one beer. This weird, like, we just took our recipe we used for the red and the recipe we used for the IPA and just kind of went.
So it's just kind of rad, right?
If they got together...
Oh my god. I mean, you're not wrong, but... God damn it, John. I'm the one that's supposed to do that. I'm the asshole.
Sorry. By the way, Tyler, apparently when we had that technical difficulty there, Brett says if Tyler answered Jamie's beard question, that's what he missed. So,
I got tired of dealing with it. Every morning, getting up, having a long bushy beard, it takes a lot more work than I like, so I will grow it back out like I always do, but every once in a while I basically throw a temper tantrum and shave it all off.
Can I see the can?
John, it is your turn to score first, but before that, Kelly, as the non-IPA person, what did you think of it? You don't have to
I
score,
don't have to score yet.
No, yeah, just give me some thoughts on the beer.
I think it was more palatable to me than a normal IPA just because it's a little bit maltier, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's like better. I think that they probably could have just lived into the being an IPA more and like appealed to a wider audience.
That's fair. The malty's nice. I like malty, but it just... I'm getting a weird, like, you get that sweetness a little bit from the malt, and then all of a sudden you're getting just a hot grassiness as you're drinking it. It's just like, that's just a weird combo to me. And that's more my personal preference, and also I didn't think it was done that well. It's not clean. I'm getting astringent. Not a pleasant mouthfeel to me.
We were opposite on this one today. I'm retasting it. I think it is cleaner than...
Not a pleasant mouthfeel to me.
I feel like it doesn't really know what it is. I want it to be like a little bit sweeter for it.
I think a little sweeter would help.
Yeah.
I would agree. But either way, John, you're first. So you get to set the bar.
Yeah, so I can see where it would be polarizing. It does have a little bit of identity confusion. Is it an IPA? Is it a malty red? From a beer kind of creation standpoint, I think it does have a soft mouthfeel. I'm not getting the astringency or hot burn that maybe Tyler's getting, which is fine. I think it's a good attempt at something different. It doesn't quite pull it off, but I enjoy it, so I'm gonna give it 3 1/4.
Kelly?
I'm going to say 275.
I'm gonna do the calculator for this, aren't I?
now Tyler does a 3.
I appreciate the attempt at something new. There's a reason you do something new in a small batch and then don't can it. This is a 2.
Yikes.
Savage.
So it is a 275 average.
Savage is upstairs.
Which means I voted correctly.
Yes! Perfect.
Kelly's like, I win!
It's like, this is the Price is Right rules, right?
Exactly.
That's without going over.
Well, technically it's a 2.6 repeating forever, but
So I lose.
we gotta round up.
So I win!
I just wanted this one moment, John.
Yeah, so did Matt. I'm sorry, that's enough. I find it so funny.
Just listen when you're done. Okay, I'm done.
That's why I'm her least favorite. It's fine.
Not true.
Accurate. That's fantastic. We got 10 more minutes before we kick off for this hour. So we'll probably end a few minutes early because we'll do a little house cleaning type stuff, and then we'll move on to our beers for next hour.
Sounds good.
Check out our Instagram story today. I left a little teaser for what our Two Beerded Guys Drunken movie review is going to be recorded about tonight, what movie we did. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to hear from both of the guys on their thoughts on the movie. It is a movie I've watched very many times over the years.
Yeah, I got thoughts.
Spoiler: Starship Troopers.
Oh! No, they were going to guess.
No, there was a reason, Matt, that we we were doing this.
Well, you guys didn't let me in on this.
If I say there's a teaser, not a, hey, we're watching Dur-dur-dur. Good Lord. Anyways, yeah, we're watching. We watched Starship Troopers, so you don't have to go to our Instagram. You don't have to drive our pages and our likes and help our brand.
But please.
I thought you'd put it out a little while back.
Hey,
time to read.
Try one of these polls and say, is Oscar Matt an idiot or not? I'm just kidding.
I'll see where this goes.
So yeah, Starship Troopers. We have a lot of thoughts on it. Make sure you listen. It's usually posted wherever podcasts can be found by Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. It's great. We're gonna have fun. But look up our past ones.
Yes. What's been your favorite movie? Okay. Should we go favorite movie or favorite review we've done for a movie?
That's tough. Favorite review, Matt.
Favorite review?
What's of the movies we watched? What's been your favorite review we've done?
First one I'm thinking of is probably Muppet Movie. Because that was just a lot of fun, and the watching it, and then us reliving the watching.
That one was a lot of fun.
And it was just a really fun movie.
John?
I think I really enjoyed talking about Con Air.
Con Air was a blast.
That was something special.
Why am I drawing a blank on the movie? It's the one we went a little longer on.
Well, we went longer on Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's what I was looking for. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was a blast. We could have went another 10, 15 minutes easily.
We did.
On top of the extra 10.
On top of the 10, 15 minutes. Princess Bride was another one we went long on, and that was a ton of fun. Ford versus Ferrari was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Baby Driver was a lot more fun than I expected.
Yep.
Muppet Movie was a great combo, like Matt said, of watching it and then the review. Also because Knight's Tale evidently was watched after that, and I was blackout drunk and don't remember watching that. Evidently, I was commenting on the movie the whole time, but
I love Chaucer. This guy's supposed to be Chaucer. You guys know that?
Monday when I came in and John looked at me and was like, "Hey, I'm excited." I was like, "Hey, I'm excited for the movie review," because I was excited for Muppets. He legitimately is like, "Yeah, it's a double feature," and I'm like, "We watched 2 movies." He's like, "Knight's Tale," and I'm like,
"What?"
Oh. That's news to me. So, yeah, that was fun. But we've had some really good ones. It's been a lot of fun. We've done Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
We've done Ford versus Ferrari.
Beer Fest.
Baby Driver. Beer Fest.
Princess Bride, of course.
Yeah.
That was just recent.
We've been having a good time. So, make sure you look those up. Again, they can be found wherever podcasts can be found. You can just Google Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews, and it's right there.
Right there.
Actually, if you just put Two Beerded Guys Drunk, it'll pretty much be the only thing that pops up.
Yeah.
And Beerded is Beerded.
Because we love beer and we have beards.
Well, 1.5 right now. But yeah, so that's going to be the end of hour 1. Matt, do you have anything for us to close out?
No, I think we're pretty caught up at the moment.
Bye, Russell.
Russell, have a great episode.
What happened to Pete's water treatment? Where'd that go?
We got his
new
actual new logo.
I like the other one better.
Yeah, if you're in the Indiana area, if you're a brewery, a hospital, anything like that.
If you use water in your business.
Yeah, Pete's company is one of the best to go through. You'll get some of the best customer service. Extremely knowledgeable. Check him out. His logo is on the top of our Friends of the
Water
Show page.
Performance Technologies.
WPT for short.
Or Ugly Pete's Water Treatment.
I wish. That's a better name. That's his nickname, Ugly Pete.
That's why you put us in charge of
That
your
wasn't given by us. That wasn't given by us. He's been Ugly Pete forever, I found out. But yeah, so we'll be back here in about 5 minutes. We'll do hour number 2. We have 4 tasty beverages, including Kelly's anticipated beer of the night. So we'll be back. We love you guys. I'm TBG_ops guy.
My dog being Q.
Oh, I'm me.
That's Kelly.
Nailed it. Was that like the most new girl thing that I've seen in real life ever happen?
And then behind the camera, the one, the only.
Idiot.
That's what the poll's saying, isn't it?
I don't know.
They're voting on it,
Off
right?
screen, Matt.
I gotta figure out where the answers or where the poll shows up at. We'll get on another break.
See you later.
All right.
Anyway, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Two Beerded Guys. As always, TBG_OpsGuy, Mudhog B&Q, Kelly, because Lord knows she isn't going to say it, and behind the camera off-screen, Matt.
I missed my cue one time. Once.
That's all it takes. Once.
I am at Kelly Eats Stuff. It's my foodie Instagram that
There
I
you
have
go.
not posted on in like 6 months because pandemic.
I think it was July I saw.
It's been a hot minute, but you know, there's some pictures of food there if you want to.
Because you had a charcuterie board
I
in
do like
June or
charcuterie.
July that you posted. I can't remember.
I make a good charcuterie board.
I once said charcuterie.
Yeah, I
board.
love charcuterie boards.
I would have brought one if you would have requested it.
Tyler.
I don't request our guests to do shit besides show
Write
up.
that down for next time.
No. The only person I make bring things is Pete.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, welcome back, guys. We have 4 great beers lined up, including one from the well-known brewery of Great Notion. That's become a beer snobs kind of IPA paradise. So
Yeah.
we have an IPA from them still. We have Sun King, DB8, both local. And then we just have the coolest can art that I saw in the fridge today. So it's going to be up as well.
One cool thing real quick, catch up, and this can alter later perhaps, but at the moment is off-screen Matt an idiot. Currently we are 67% no to 33%
And by
yes.
67 to 33, it's 2-1. Don't let him act like it's a big gap then.
Go vote yes because you know
Or no. Vote
we were
no.
trying to be social media savvy and throw out a teaser, and he just walked right through that, stomped like some kid. Just, oh hey guys, what are you doing?
I voted no because I feel like you guys are pretty hard on Matt.
What?
In general.
What?
We
gave
turned
a
it
job.
down. I go out. You said job, and I said turned it down. That's perfect.
It was like 50% guilt.
So the answer's still
also.
the same, Kyle.
That's fair.
Anyway, so
We thought we were done, but she's low-hanging fruit. She dangles it right there.
Yeah.
our next beer is by said brewery I was just talking about. It's the Juice Junior IPA by Great Notion Brewing, with a passion for hops and patience for sours. This sessionable IPA is brewed with an insane amount of mosaic hops and lots of love. Juice Junior is the little brother to JB. 6% ABV. Drink today.
I love the fact we're like, hey, this is like the lower version, still 6%.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is
mini juice.
This is another beer that was sent to us from our friend who sent us some of our bombastic beers. He was like, hey, you guys might like this too.
Okay, wait. I gotta finish this last
Little bit of water.
Oh, that was water. You rinsed our glasses. Okay, alright.
That's
Hey,
what
that doesn't hurt to hydrate.
That was amazing. Gotta finish this.
I had my sparkling water directly behind my glass, and I saw like the orange. I thought it was still a little bit of the red IPA.
So what flavor sparkling water are you drinking, Kelly?
Orange. It's seltzer water from Kroger.
Oh, yeah.
Highly recommend.
Not just orange.
Bubble up, Buttercup.
Mandarin orange.
Oh, that's fancy for Kroger.
You gotta give him
Seriously
his beer.
though,
Oh,
if you
sure,
like LaCroix,
whatever.
just buy Kroger brand sparkling water because it's like half the price and just as good.
What if you don't like LaCroix?
Well then, sorry about your life.
I looked up how to make hard
I really
seltzer.
thought you were gonna pull like the big red thing. Well, then fuck you.
I was hoping.
You know how to make hard seltzer? You boil water and put sugar in it, and then you ferment it.
Or you get a soda stream.
Talk about hard seltzer.
Oh.
The alcoholic version. That's seltzers.
Seltzer.
It's really easy.
I really liked the watermelon mint hard seltzer that your mom gave me.
Oh, it was.
I don't remember what brand it was, but it was like one of the best ones I've had.
I have to buy it all the time for.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on it all of a sudden. Mighty Swell.
Yeah.
Out of Texas.
Those
They make really good ones. Their grapefruit and their watermelon mint are her 2 favorites.
Yep.
This smells amazing.
Mint?
Can I see this can? Sorry to steal it from viewers like yourself.
No, she's not.
Give it.
She actually doesn't care about you. It's fine.
He's in a hat. It's cute. You should make sure they.
That's why it's on
Yeah.
Cam.
I gotta go
But he's
back.
got a juice box.
Mind the hat, viewers.
It's cute.
It's a little him in a hat coming out of another hat.
Hatception.
We're done.
Exception.
Okay, so this one...
Oh, Kevin Algier's on. What's up, buddy?
What up, Kevin?
Says you know who doesn't like LaCroix? Communists. That's who.
Guess I'm a commie then. I'm not. Whoever's listening.
No one's listening. It's fine.
Hi, Kevin.
They're always listening. That's why I have tin foil on the inside of my hat.
This is beautifully
I thought
crafted.
you got something inside of your head.
I had it
That's surgically
implanted.
implanted. No one's getting in here.
This is a good IPA, and I can tell because I don't like it.
Really?
That's how I know it's like a true to style IPA because I don't want anything to do with it.
I'm
I'm not the big IPA guy either, but I enjoyed this. This is
Really?
quite good.
I'm enjoying it. It's a little juicy, but still sticks a little more towards the traditional. I'm getting a little bit of that hop, that grassy, piney flavor, which is fantastic. Real soft, bubbly mouthfeel. No astringency, no hop burn, no nothing like that.
Yeah, just well done. Great notion.
So you're liking Juice Junior more than the Juice Box?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because the juice box had more of the traditional pine flavor in it than this one had.
Yeah, Smo Money and I really enjoyed it.
Threw me off, because we discussed this, hazy IPAs, they really cut down a lot of that. It doesn't have that traditional flavor, and it just was weird to me. This one doesn't have that as strong, so...
I'm glad you said that, John, because I was trying to remember when we had this, and I thought I wasn't a super huge
It was the
fan.
Smo Money episode, because Smo and I both enjoyed it,
Yeah.
and John didn't as much.
Yeah, but this one, I'm in John's camp on this one. I kind of prefer this one over the other from what I recall. This is that tamer version. It's that more standard hazy where it's not the hop bite so bad.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, we have 3 more beers after this, but stick around after our last one, because there might be a surprise guest beer that came in today.
Yes.
And John, Matt, and I are too
We're
excited
fans.
excited to
Wait.
wait a
All right.
week. So
I get a bonus beer?
you get a bonus beer,
Bonus beer.
and I think you'll enjoy it too.
I think
I'm
so.
glad. If it were a bonus IPA, I'd be like,
That'd be really funny. We should have done that.
that'd be really
Actually,
unfortunate.
when I open
Well,
up
we
the
still
fridge,
can.
I pull out the
You brought the
IPA
IPA.
instead.
Just 9 IPAs that you guys lined up to make my life miserable.
She walks in. There's 14 beers. It's nothing but IPAs. You can pick 9.
She's like, nope.
I would smile through all of it.
She was the sad thing. She's too nice.
But, yeah. Yeah, this one, I enjoy this one.
So other than it's good because you don't like it, any comments on the taste or anything?
It's very smooth. I like the mouthfeel of it. It's a little bit grapefruity almost, which is it's saving grace in my palate. But yeah, other than that, it's bitier than I care for.
It's fair. Do you want me to pour the rest of my glass so you don't have to drink it?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Just making sure.
Uber.
I'm a big girl.
Oh, big girl. 1, 2, 3. Ooh! It's Kelly that gets to go first.
Super. I'm gonna say a 3.5. I feel like it's a very solid, well done IPA. I feel like people who like IPAs would, go out of their way for this, would enjoy it, but it's not my favorite.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I'm having troubles. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Him too.
I'm bouncing back between 2 scores. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4. I've been bouncing between 3.75 and 4 this whole time. But I'm going to give it a 4. I think it's worth getting again. I think it's worth looking for a little bit. I'm going to give it a 4. I enjoyed it.
So, I'm at least a 4 because I would definitely try to find this again. What I'm debating is if I go up to 4.25, and I'm not quite sure in my mind if it makes a
It's up to
full
you.
4.25. So, because it doesn't, I'm going to stay with a 4.
Sounds good. I was right in between both and just...
And that does actually round down to 3.75. But
Makes sense. Kelly
Yep.
blew it. It's fine.
I'm trying my best.
It's still a good score. And even Kelly's score, it's still a good score. And it's tough when you don't like IPAs, but she's being very fair, so we don't have to count Matt. But just in case we would have, what would your score been?
I'll go 3.75.
Never mind. Matt counts. Kelly doesn't.
Because
He just waited for the average and then regurgitated it. It's not even fair.
Well, that's the beauty of playing after the averages. As long as I'm somewhere in that end to end of the bell curve, I'm still not completely off base.
The amount of verbal abuse he takes, like every week he's told multiple times he doesn't count.
And I still come back.
You matter. Man.
It's the beer. That's
It's
what
the
it
beer.
is. It's the beer.
The beer and your fan club of Russell and Brett.
They make him feel.
They do. Help.
Oh, Russell didn't
Oh, he didn't say
give you a
bye.
pet name.
Oh, snap.
That's
Sorry,
sad.
John.
R.I.P. pet name for John.
In case you're wondering what's going on, Kelly, John gets.
You know what? Now I'm going to say it. Liz, great job. You only get your real name said when you make John sad.
Oh, she's messaging Russell right now. She's like, tell him. I guarantee I'm getting a message here real soon.
Anyway, but yeah, that comes out to a 3.75 average. Fantastic beer. I got nothing to say bad about it.
Yeah, it was a great beer. I super enjoyed that. Like we mentioned, just not a big difference between the two. Just with the junior style, it's funny that Matt and I enjoy that more than the big boy style.
Yeah, the one that'll get you drunker faster you guys didn't like as well.
Yeah, it was just that flavor profile on this one was a little
Is this
tamer.
another IPA?
And this one was, I don't know, it was good, really good, but it wasn't quite that search it out for me. But I appreciate the quality that it was, so I can see why it would be.
It's the last
Just
half.
wasn't there for me.
I like the name.
Do you want a little more?
No.
And Carrie's got the neon green throw up emoji, so I don't know if that was for the last one or if that's for the Quentin Quarantino coming up here. But
Speaking of which, our next beer is the 7.4% ABV by Taft's Brewing Company, Quentin Quarantino. And it has the Kill Bill logo, but with a hop on the face, which I think is utterly
I
fantastic.
love how breweries always push that boundary.
Oh, yeah. Our brewers have been cooped up with nothing to do other than watch movies and experiment with hops. And in true Tarantino form, they went overboard in the most unique and tasteful way. This double dry hopped American IPA is brewed with El Dorado and Strata hops for a boldly dank beer that, like Revenge, is best served cold. Which, in all fairness, it's been sitting out for an hour and a half. So, but, you know.
I'm going to just predict in advance that I'm going to hate this beer, but I do want to say I love Taft's as a brewery in general. They're great.
I don't think I've ever had anything
I have
from
never
Taft.
had a beer
It's
by
in
them.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, we knew that. Matt brought it to us.
Yeah. I don't remember why I
I'm
was
their
there.
Cincinnati beer mule.
I drove over
Yes,
for a
yes.
show.
If
And
you need anything from
got a flight.
Cincinnati, tell us.
Not anything.
Well, okay.
He means anything.
It's a lot smoother than I expected.
It's
based
a
on the
lot smoother than I
description.
expected.
I was afraid.
Were you petrified?
No. But that reminds me, we still need to finish our Harry Potter.
Yeah, we do. Our Harry Potter board game.
Yeah, Battle at Hogwarts. We only made it through like year
At first,
5.
I was afraid. I was petrified
Thought I couldn't live without you in my life.
by my side.
So close.
Sorry.
Spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, but I grew strong.
And now I'll carry on.
You don't know the song at all.
How to get along, and so we're back. Seriously?
I will survive, motherfucker.
I live under a rock
That
and
I
I know
get.
this.
The song is how.
I don't pay attention to lyrics.
As long as
I just
know
don't pay
how
attention to
live,
lyrics.
I know.
Well, you listen
Wow.
to Tool.
Yes. And there's not really
And by the way,
lyrics in
that's
there.
why I don't sing, folks. That's a lot smoother than I expected by the
Yeah.
description. Now, at the same time, I'm probably going to hurt the score a little bit because of it being smoother than expected. It's
weird.
It's describing a hop bomb. It's telling people who are that hoppy fan,
I mean,
This
this
is-
is the dank in there. You're like,
this is going to be your dank. This is that old school. You're going to love this hop. Now, do I like the taste? Yes. But if I'm buying a beer I've never had and I'm doing it based on the can,
Yeah.
I'm going to be a little irritated that it's not hoppier than it is.
I mean, they put a hop on someone's face. Like, if you're a hop head, you can't get more on the nose with, like, it's literally a hop head.
Did you ever
That's-
switch to the can, by the way?
Yeah.
That is pretty fair. I didn't even think about it like
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Hop
That's
head.
like the Amazon smile. It goes from A to Z. Like, oh,
Yeah.
now that I see it, I can't unsee it.
It's, that after flavor, though, does kind of have that more dank, traditional, real hoppy after
After flavor.
flavor
It's bitter on the back end, but it's
hanging
like,
out.
it's smooth enough that I could tolerate it in a flight.
So you
That
so-
one sip and then you send it back.
No, I would
Should be 2
finish.
sips. It's a 2-sipper.
You do the whole 2 ounces?
Yeah.
5 ounce glass, she does 2 ounces of it.
I can get halfway through. 2.5.
Coincidentally, your score. No.
That's actually how I rate everything. It's just
How far down the 5 ounce glass she can get.
yes.
That's actually
That's what I've been doing this whole time.
That's funny as shit.
It's what's interesting is a lot of the double IPAs and things like Imperial IPAs that we've had have that soft, pillowy mouthfeel, and this does not have that. It is not a pillowy, soft mouthfeel.
It's kind of like that weird hybridization between that more traditional and the not the quite hazy, but trying to get that hazy smoothness. And
It's definitely a beer built for people who love hazy IPAs. And what it is that you love hazy IPAs, and as a person, I'm trying to get you to drink traditional IPAs.
So
It's
this
that
is the
perfect
transition
beer.
for the transition beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the transition to
Getcha.
traditional from hazy. After I've already got you to drink hazy, so like in Matt's case, we already got him to drink hazy. That's the beer you use to try to get him to traditional now. Here you go.
Kind of see that. Isn't enough in the hazy camp to get me to convert over, but
Well, for you, we have to do baby
I
steps,
am with what
but
you're saying.
we got you to beer snob status. Now we just got to get you to IPA snob status.
Probably not going to happen. I think we do have a pretty well foreseeing in the future
fun.
person watching. We got Zachary Vrabel.
Oh, hey, Zach.
Says calculator! Because,
Oh
yes, we're probably
my
going to need that the way we're
gosh.
talking about this one.
There's a story.
Oh, there's something else.
I heard a reaction.
Yeah.
The whole story and the reason he calls me calculator is because my loving husband took a picture of me, like, half asleep, so tired I couldn't hold my eyes open, trying to set my alarm, but I had my calculator app open, and I was just repeatedly entering 7, trying to make it say 7 a.m., and he took a picture and thankfully shared it with Zach and Brandon, and now Zach hasn't stopped calling me calculator for a year, so thanks, bud.
Hey, post that picture.
I'm texting Matt right now.
Well, if he's got it, if he goes shared. Zachary, post the picture.
No, that's
share it to the stream.
unnecessary.
We also got Marcus Mangus.
Marcus.
What up?
Tolerated in a flight, quotations.
So I just text your husband to ask him to send me that picture.
Wonderful.
And Zachary's backpedaling a little now. Says, love you, Kelly.
Love you too.
Don't backpedal. We all know the truth. Fine. We all love to give Kelly a hard time. It is my turn to go first on this. Anybody have any final thoughts on it before I score this lovely beer?
Honestly, better than I anticipated.
Definitely better than I anticipated. I'm going to give it a 3.5. I've been bouncing back and forth. It's a 3.5 beer. I was going to cut it because of the can, or not the can, but the description, but I'm going to go ahead and give it what it deserves at a 3.5.
Maybe I'm getting soft in my old age, but I'm going to 3.25.
You're getting soft in your old age?
Yeah.
You were lower than me.
I know, but I feel like that's still a pretty decent score for this. Like, I really thought this was going to be a 2 to 2.5 at best.
Wow.
I don't know why. It's just some of the maybe responses we saw on social media beforehand, but
See, I don't look at anything ahead of time on these beers for a reason.
yeah.
I want to judge them solely based on
Yeah.
this can this time.
Yeah, and I've been trying not to, because of the first couple beers I've compared to others. I've been trying not to compare this beer to others, but I can't help it. The other beers we just had were better than this, but it was good, better than I anticipated, and yeah, solid 3.25.
I think if the description on the can had been more in line with like what it actually is, I probably would give it a 4.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say like a 3.5 probably. I don't know, 3.25. 3.25.
So it was a 4
Yeah.
that got dropped all the way to a 3.25.
If I didn't have a description at all, and
Hey.
they were just like, "Here's an IPA, drink it," and I drank it, I would be like, "This IPA is a 4."
Which
But-
we have always said. If it's on
Oh
the
yeah,
can,
no.
put it in the
Absolutely.
can.
I'm okay with her dropping it. That just was a big...
Amazing.
I was like, damn, Kelly's a beast.
I appreciate honest marketing.
Yeah.
So the opposite of B&B.
Uh,
Oh, sorry. Anyway.
Switching gears in the is OSM and the Idiot Poll. We've gotten more votes.
updates.
Yeah, we've got updates. We are now 60 to 40. Still no.
Damn it! All right, people, I need you to get right.
Keep being nice to
Our new poll: Are our fans idiots? No, don't do that one. Don't do that one. No.
We like you guys.
It's not going to end well for you guys.
No.
And it's
All of
gonna
a
be
sudden,
the-
everybody just stops watching.
0 viewers.
The
This
response
is
is
the
they just
off-screen
leave.
Matt show. We'll just have one guest on the other side, and I'll be back here.
Off-screen Matt has a face made for podcasting, I guess, not live streaming.
Kelly can confirm.
Oh
Yes!
yes.
So, what's that score come out to, by the way, John?
That's 3 1/4.
3 1/4? Alrighty. Her score changed like 4 times, so I wasn't really sure.
Yep.
It was a 4, and I'm going to give it a 3.525.
3.33. It's really... It's where...
God bless it.
I miss Kelly.
It's great seeing you.
Kelly, how was officiating the wedding this weekend?
It was good. It was super good. Yeah. I didn't trip or fall over, so that was pretty neat.
Win category, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a plus for
That's
you.
real. That's literally like the only concern when I am
Walk.
officiating weddings at this point. I'm like, please don't let me, I don't know, fall down or...
Which now I have to qualify. Did you fall down while officiating in a wedding
No.
prior?
No.
Okay.
But just in general, like I tend to
Topple over?
fall over
So
in
in case-
inconvenient times.
In case you were wondering, this is officially the fastest your husband has ever texted me back.
I'm very upset about that.
Zachary also says, Kelly, check your phone.
And you said it for 8:30.
Oh, is that what
No,
it was?
she said for 830.
Well, there's no colon.
There's a good chance, guys, this makes it to our Instagram later, so
Neat.
Check us out. Coming up at
it'll only be in our story.
24 hours.
We won't put it on the feed. We'll be nice.
So
Fine.
it'll be on the
It
line
won't
for a
be
while,
on
then
the
it'll go away.
story.
I don't care.
We're nicer than that. It's Kelly. If it was Matt, we'd
I said
absolutely
they're nicer to her,
post it. But if it was off-screen Matt, it'd already be there. Our next beer is the Sun King Brewery's Bourbon Barrel Aged Donuts. This is a barrel-aged stout ale aged in bourbon barrels. I don't know why they... I'm sorry, if you say barrel... Never mind. That's just a lot of words that you didn't need to use. It is... There is no ABV on this.
So they took a lot of the... When they made this beer last year, they took a lot
That's
of
unusual.
chocolate donuts from Jack's Donuts.
I like Jack's Donuts.
And they dumped it right on in.
They even have the logo on there.
Oh, do we have this at last year at Sun King?
Yes,
Or is
we
this a
did.
variant of that?
Yes, we did. So this is that batch that they put in barrels.
Think they filled this
Okay,
damn thing right
that
up?
I'm
No.
even more excited about. I didn't even realize.
Why
I thought
did
that sounded
we-
familiar when we saw it lined up,
What?
but it didn't
Why
dawn
don't
on
we
me.
have
Yes.
a donut pairing with this beer?
Well, that's going to be a special episode, Kelly. Would you like to be on that show?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Well, it's not
If
necessarily
there are
donuts, it's
donuts-
just food pairing.
She's running out of stories. I don't know.
I have nothing else to tell. This is my whole... This is it.
I'll look up the ABV real quick.
While you're doing that, Zach
What's it
says,
called?
Kelly, sorry. Not sorry.
Bourbon Barrel Aged Donuts.
And Aaron has got like 5 cry laughing.
Oh,
emojis,
Aaron responded.
so-
Hi, Aaron.
What up,
I
Aaron?
love you.
Long time no see.
You know what's funny? Actually, I've checked into this beer, so I can just go look at the beers I checked into.
It's very chocolatey.
No, I did not check into this. Oh, sorry, Matt. You want your beer?
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice whenever you're
One of the first beers that ever got me into craft beer was a donut mashup, and it was from Rogue Brewing, and it was their Voodoo Donut series. Like, I don't know.
They did a voodoo donut?
It's been a
10.4%.
long time ago.
Oh,
Damn,
damn.
that's even better.
10.4. Sorry.
Yes, keep laughing at it. Yeah, that's been like, it was right
Smells
after I
boozy,
graduated
smells
college, I
chocolatey.
feel like. But it was a raspberry pretzel donut chocolate stout.
That
So
is-
it was-
that is too many.
It
What
was
it
a
was
lot.
all the stale snacks that the brewers had on their shelf. Like, fuck, we're gonna throw this shit away. No, we're not.
The reason I got it originally is because I really liked the bottle artwork, because that used to be my standard for purchasing craft beer when I first started.
That's still
liking
John's
craft
standard?
beer. And then I ended up really liking the beer. So
Oh, yeah, that Quentin Hophead thing is going on my
Quarantino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quarantino.
Oh, that doesn't shock me at
Definitely
all.
going to the keys.
Yeah. See, all right, John, you didn't give this much love. You tried it a while back
Yes.
when you bought it.
Yep.
You didn't give it much love. That's not bad.
We liked it a lot when it was on tap.
No, the barrel aged.
The barrel aged.
Which is what this
the
is.
barrel was okay.
I'm going to try it again.
And the reason
this
I
beer,
like
this,
it,
this,
well, the reason I like it already is because I didn't like the Jack's Donut Stout that well because it was
super
diabetes in a
diabetes,
glass. And for me, that is, you know me, I like sweet things to a point. And with beers, that I had that this year at Sun King Small Batch, and that was last fall. And I wanted to pull my teeth out because I felt like they were just rotten.
Yeah.
That barrel actually cuts down some of the sweetness
does.
a little bit.
It
Takes
does,
away the
100%.
diabetes in a bottle. And I'm a lot happier with it. It's a little thinner body than I'd like as a body, but the flavor still holds.
It's booze and chocolate on the nose.
It is. It smells like a chocolate cake donut. Like,
Yeah.
It really does. You don't really get a whole lot of the barrel on the nose.
There's just a little bit in the
Yeah,
body.
like a hint, but
I feel like if you like the super chocolatey, like the donuts you buy in the grocery store that come in the carton that are completely frosted in chocolate and they're like not really
Intamins?
breakfast at all. Yes, those ones.
Those are my
That's
favorite.
like
Of course they are.
that plus beer is what this reminds me of.
Intamins. Yeah.
I just, like I said, I like it because even though the body's a little thinner than I'd like, although I'm impressed it still holds the flavor, it's not that diabetes in a can, and I'm getting a little bit of that bourbon, I'm getting the
Plus
chocolate.
it's in a bottle.
Okay.
It's in a can bottle.
oh, whoops. Speaking of,
It's been sitting there a while, bro.
I got caught up in the beer.
So, also, I think the first time I drank this, the can was still cooler, and this has been sitting in room temp, and it's definitely at room temp has the flavors have come out more. Maybe just the flavors were being a little bit chill. Even it wasn't cold, but being a little bit chilled just suppressed the flavors a little bit.
We tend to keep our stouts on the
Okay.
shelf out here. The one we have finishing up later today is now closer to room temp because I didn't put it back in the fridge, but it had been in the fridge because they use fresh bananas, so we
Yeah.
didn't want an explosion or anything, so we kept it in the
Super
fridge.
Excited for that one.
We've heard it's good.
My initial sort of critique of this beer when I first had it was the body was too weak to support the beer. The barrel aging, and yet warmed up, still slightly weak, but not as bad as it was. So I am enjoying this beer right now more than I did the last time.
That's why we grade based on this
Yeah.
beer this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was expecting a much more disappointing beer after the way you described it, and then I'm pleased with it.
Yeah.
Either that or John just reverse psychology the hell out of me, and I have to disagree with him. I don't know. Kelly, anything more that you have to say about it?
It's good. I like it. I would drink it, but Imperial Stouts were like all I drank for probably 3 years, so my standard for them is a lot higher than other beer styles, and I won't divulge my rating yet, but I think
you fit in well in this room.
Yeah.
it's
We've had a few beers that I wish you would have tried because they were mind-blowingly fantastic.
yeah. It's like a great beer, and I think if I'd never had, a million other Imperial Stouts, I would be like, sure, this is awesome, but because I have had many things, it's probably average for the style.
Matt, what do you think about it?
I remember having the non-barrel version apparently, and I did quite enjoy it.
And why don't you go ahead and give us your score while you're talking to?
Okay. But this one's pretty good. I'd say, like you mentioned, a little thicker body I think would go a long way with this. It kind of help it.
I want that thick.
Exactly. I mean, we kind of. I like my slushies like my stouts. Thick. Do it.
Oh, I got it. Woo! Nothing came out. We're good.
Your little notebook almost just met its end.
She didn't mean that.
But yeah, this has got a good flavor.
There's
though.
beer stains all over it. It's
For
fine.
being barrel aged, it's very tame. I think almost to the point where it's almost unnoticeable that the barreling's there, which kind of is a little bit of a bummer for me because I do like that barreling flavor.
Barreling.
It does kind of like smooth out the donutty sweetness that you were talking about a little bit, but I mean, I'd definitely drink this again. I definitely would probably pick it up if I saw it, but I don't know if I'd search it. So I'd go like a 3.75.
It's not a bad score.
That's a good score.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It is you, Jonathan.
Okay. Taste it again.
Well, while you're tasting,
The cricket in the background.
Is that a real
amazing.
cricket?
that's real.
Amazing.
Well,
While John's thinking, Kelly, you recently got another tattoo from Grace, right?
Yes, he did.
Then what all are you going to do on it?
So we're doing a full.
Okay, I got it.
floral
Good job.
sleeve.
Go up. I was going to say go up.
Yeah, we're working on a full floral sleeve. So obviously this sleeve is full color and lots of color. So I wanted to do one like black and white. So it's full floral, and then we have a bear skull. And yeah, we did the first session. It was about 3 hours. We need to add some detail work on the skull and the leaves that are there, but I think probably like 2 more sessions, and we'll be able to get it finished up. But yeah, Grace at Brimstone Grace. I'm sure she's already been added on the show a million times, but she's amazing. Best tattoo artist, super fun to sit for, wonderful human being.
Great storyteller.
Yeah.
And as we've said before,
Fuck it out the window.
she is the one that did our logo for us.
Yep.
And then my 4 visible tattoos. So
Yeah.
That's my only Grace tattoo so far. But I've got a
aren't
book
you
for
booked?
early December.
Yeah, that's what I thought. John's finally going to get him an actual Grace tattoo, not just
a Tommy Stash.
not just a
I'm
whimsical.
doing the Mandalorian helmet, but mandala style.
Awesome.
So
Where
Should
are
be
you
really
getting it?
cool.
what?
Where?
You
don't wanna know.
It's gonna be the start. It's gonna be the start of a sleeve.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Mandela, like the.
Not Nelson.
I would say, like, the politician Mandela?
Mandala style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mandala.
I don't know what that is either.
So excited for it.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Hey, what do you need to do? Shay taught you.
Siri?
Oh, Siri!
On the show, for those of you that didn't
Shay
watch that episode,
fact-checked us with Google.
we used a word, I don't even remember what it was right now, and he goes, and we even said what it meant, and Shay literally was like, uh-huh, and as we're talking, he just goes, hey Siri, and literally Googled us, and then it said the definition, and he's like, oh yeah,
Okay, alright.
It, like, tried to play it off, like he didn't just sit in the middle of us and go,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then he did it again.
it was fantastic.
But that's why we love shit.
It is why we love Shay.
It's hilarious.
We both
My
just
butterfly.
looked, like all 3 of us just looked at him like, what?
All right, so this beer, flavors are great. If you take these flavors and add a heavier body, I'm probably pushing 4.5. But it's not a heavier body. It is like Kelly said. We've drank a lot of big heavy stouts on this show. That is our style. It's still really good, but I am going to give it a 3.75.
Not a bad score, not a bad score. Miss Kelly.
I'm gonna say a 3. It's fine for the style that it is, but I've had a lot of better Imperial Stouts, and even better Imperial Stouts from Sun King. Like, I like a lot of their small batch stuff a lot, and this just, like, doesn't compare to some of the other things that they've done in the past that I thought were super good, so I think I would like it better. You know, because I'm an expert brewer and I know all things, obviously. I would like it better if there was a little bit of cinnamon in it, which I know might seem weird, but like...
Matt would disagree, and John would disagree.
Probably.
I really
we
like
had some
cinnamon.
that were done well, though, that I actually did enjoy the cinnamon.
They're
So
not
depending on
cinnamon
how it
fans.
was done.
I feel like cinnamon and chocolate complement each other really well, and I feel like just like a little tiny bit would bring out some of the richness that I was expecting that I didn't get.
See, that little tiny bit I could probably handle.
I'd be okay with I like cinnamon, but I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm going to lean more towards Kelly, but still think she's wrong. It's a 3.25 in my opinion. Which, considering I would have given, like, the donut, just the regular one, like a 2.5.
Yeah.
Like,
So the barrel definitely...
the barrel helped it, in my opinion.
Now, Intamin's chocolate frosted donut right here, 5.
We need to do this food pairing show, 100%.
Anyway, John, what's the
3.25.
score? I was right!
Interjection as well while Tyler is writing his handy dandy notebook. Kelsey Masterson was asking your beer that had everything but the sink in it, Kelly, was that the peanut butter pretzel donut beer?
Peanut butter pretzel donut beer. It was the raspberry one, not peanut butter.
The raspberry pretzel donut beer. So almost.
Yes.
Almost there, Kelsey.
I feel like those were both from the Voodoo series though, because they did a whole like line of them.
How come someone's never done like a snowball beer?
Because a lot of people don't like coconut.
Because you don't eat the yellow snow.
I was like, that's water, John.
Yeah, I was on the same place, yeah.
You're not fat, obviously.
I do love how I immediately knew what he was saying.
Yeah, Tyler knows.
The fat guy's like, oh yeah, which I love coconut, so I'm cool with it. But
that's the reason why, because coconut's disgusting.
Coconut's
no
amazing.
one wants a coconut beer.
Coconut flavor, yes. I don't want the texture of coconut at all.
The Dorian Coconut Stout, still one of my favorite stouts in the area.
Gross.
You are very wrong.
Stick to my guns, man.
Didn't Scarlet Lane just turn into like a full restaurant, gastropub? Aren't they serving food now?
No.
So Scarlet Lane has a restaurant now attached. So Scarlet Lane itself is still they don't sell food, they don't serve food. But on the other half of their building is Trax Barbecue.
I thought I saw that they just became Scarlet Lane Gastropub. Did I just make that up?
I'm fairly certain you made that up.
Maybe.
And unless that's...
I'm gonna
Didn't
do
they open
some...
up a new Scarlet Lane?
Well, there are new Scarlet Lanes.
I'm gonna do a Google while you guys proceed.
I'm going to do a Google.
You do
That
Google.
sounds like you need to go, like, in a private room.
I learned the internet from my grandparents, and I appreciate them very much.
And it's not the interwebs?
I do say the interwebs a lot, but...
I was going to ask that, but shit. It's a real thing.
Matt. Oh, Kelly's not done with hers yet. Never mind.
What?
Before the next one?
I was going to go say we need a rinse before the next one.
Okay.
Yes, there is a gastropub, but it's on Bellefontaine. It's one of their new
Okay,
restaurants.
so it's one of the new locations.
Yeah.
Bellefontaine.
That's the way you pronounce it.
He was saying Fonty, like.
Okay, so I didn't, just pull it out
No.
of thin air. It's a real thing.
Terre Haute.
So they have, because Scarlet Lane now has the original location in McCordsville. They
With
have
Trax Barbecue.
They have the Cannonball, where they partnered with Cannonball. Well, they bought Cannonball. They have South Broad Ripple. They have Old Meridian. They have...
Scarlet Lane's really?
They have Grove. Something Grove.
Honestly, I'm really glad to hear that, because when I first saw it and thought that it was, the McCordsville location, I was really sad, because I was like, what's going to happen to Trax?
No, Trax is good.
Okay.
He's fine. Andrew's fine.
Yeah.
Can we set up our next on-site at ScarletAne?
I mean, that wouldn't be a problem, yeah.
Okay.
Because
I really want
pick
some
me up
Trax
on the
on
way.
I
It's
can...
right by my house.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
You know what? If the more people we bring to on-sites, the better we look, so yes.
We're all for
Not that we want to hang out with
All
you.
I'm here for.
I would like to just hang out with you.
I just want the numbers and the data.
You're a body. Your skin filled with organs, and that will suffice.
You are Kelly, and you rejected my Matt twice.
Kelly the Trap Queen.
Why?
No,
Why are we
she's-
bringing up all the nicknames?
I thought it was Scene Kid.
Our next beer.
Give me my banana beer so I can go home.
There's still one more beer after this, remember?
Oh, bonus
We have
beer.
special guest beer. Yeah,
Our
bonus
next beer is from Deviate.
Thanks, Krisha.
AKA Deviate from the Norm. It is the Tito Bantana Imperial Stout with banana. It was brought to us by our good friend Krisha, who was on the show a while back. Great episode. You should look it up. Krisha is fantastic and one of the more entertaining humans I've ever met.
So I always hear Deviate, and I always think Deviant.
Yeah, the logo's even got an 8 or there's an infinity symbol.
Lack of
But
an
you go
A.
into there, and they have these artistic
I'll give you
but
more, don't worry.
lewd sort of paintings for sale on the wall, and they're fantastic.
You're out of luck.
But it's more Deviant, not Deviate.
It's play on words, John.
I know. But it's not a play on words. It's two different things.
Blessed. I love banana stouts.
I hate John's glass. I'm having troubles figuring out how much to give him each time. I know he's
Yeah,
not-
he picked the biggest.
He got more
glassware.
ones. I know there was
Holy
one he got a
shit.
lot,
Stinks.
and there was one that he straight up got very
This
little.
is 6 inches from my nose, and it's overpowering.
Oh, I don't even have mine
Holy
closed.
cow.
Yeah. But yeah, again, 8.8%. As Krisha said on the show, Deviate uses basically nothing but fresh ingredients. They don't use extracts. They rarely, if ever, use purees. They are a true to the form. There's also a reason most of their beers are one-offs. It's very rare for them to bring a beer back. If they make it, great, cool. That was a lot of fun. What can we do next?
Which, to that effect, I don't know if I mentioned this between recently and now, but a friend was actually on their Instagram page or somewhere messaging
I saw
them.
those posts.
Yeah, and was like, "Hey, I'm a big fan of the Pimple Nuts because I like the peanut butter beer, but I don't like the strength of the Pimp Nuts."
No, the pimple ones.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's like Pimp Nuts Junior. They're like, is that coming back anytime soon? Because I would come and basically buy your keg off of you because I'm gonna get it all. And they're like, "No, we don't really go back and do repeats, but." If you say that you like something, maybe we'll do something similar or tweak it or get something back around that. So I thought that was really cool.
Basically do the same thing, but with a tweak, so it's not the same thing.
Yeah, they kind of listen to the fandom as well, and they're like, willing to take popularity or...
They do. They're one of the more responsive breweries on social media.
What is in this again?
It's an Imperial Stout with banana.
Okay.
You've seen their cans.
Like coffee.
I'm getting some peanut butter on the nose, but... Maybe that's just my wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not getting peanut butter on.
It's probably just my wishful thinking.
It's just your wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone wants to get in the coffee smell on the nose with the banana with me or not.
That's your wishful thinking.
It's not really wishful. I don't like coffee that much, but I really like coffee stouts. Makes no sense.
Do you remember when we went and got brunch and they didn't have coffee at brunch and I was really mad?
I do.
Who doesn't have
And then they made coffee for you?
coffee at
I made my own coffee.
Brunch.
Kyle Froning to the rescue. I
Correct,
texted
right.
him. I was like, what kind of bullshit is this? They advertise all day brunch and they don't serve coffee. And he was like, there's a coffee pot in my office. You can go brew yourself some. So I was gone for like 15, 20
Where
minutes.
was this?
I
Rad.
don't remember if it was Rad or Flat 12 at that point.
Oh, that's funny. That's really
I think
funny.
I remember this, actually.
That makes sense.
I'm a coffee person. And there was
same.
no coffee. I was like,
I love coffee.
What do I do with this?
How do I
you were
eat
that
breakfast
ass
without
customer that
coffee?
day. I'm just like, you're at a brewery. Who's drinking freaking coffee?
Well, okay, so we do pub theology on Thursdays at Books and Brews Mothership, and I would get there at
Not
like...
when I was there.
Well, yeah. But I would get there at
Thursday
like
nights.
4-ish because I also do like book club with like a group of friends from 4 to 5:30. And so I was there from 4 until like we shut it down at pub theology. And I was like, I can't start drinking beer at 4 and be here until 11:30. Like there's no
It's a
no
quitter's
way.
mentality.
That sounds like a challenge. I'm up for.
No, so I always would drink like 2 or 3 cups of coffee from like 4:30
that's like a
to 8
Tuesday.
and then have like a couple beers. And everybody would be like, Kelly, why are you ordering coffee? You're the worst. And I'm like, shut up and give me coffee. You love me. Give me my coffee.
No defense of being the worst. No, I just want my coffee.
I know I'm the worst. Now give it to me.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull a John here. I'm tasting like nanner coffee.
Banana. I was like, nanner
Yeah, like
coffee.
I know there's
What's
not
nanner?
coffee in
It's
it.
a brand.
Apparently I'm the only one getting it, but
There's roastiness to it that you can.
The
you can
roasties
mistake
from
for-
probably the malts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which comes out as coffee. I mean, that's pretty common. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I think the banana is a nice mix without being over the top. The nose is unbelievable. I'm a fan of it personally, but I like coffee a lot, and the roast is definitely a darker roast on the malt that's giving you that little bit of coffee bitterness.
not a cold press, right?
The banana, I think, it's definitely fresh banana. You can tell they didn't use extract. It's definitely a good, flavorful beer. I'm happy with it. Words are hard, by the way, today. I'm getting tongue-tied.
I'm getting a little drunk, I think.
We've been pretty low on the ABV overall, except for a couple.
Yeah. Well, so
That's what happens when John doesn't eat much dinner.
yeah. And, yeah. That's all I got.
What was that? Grumbles?
Yeah, grumble.
Well,
There's bananas in the
That's it.
beer.
That's all I got.
It's
Yeah.
nutrients.
So when I drink this beer, I think my problem with it is I'm going to have to rate this beer based upon the quality of the brewing of the beer because I'm just not a banana person. And there's been a few beers that incorporate banana really well that I've enjoyed, but for the most part, like the only banana I like is banana chip. Like I don't like fresh bananas. I just don't like banana. So I will score it
or cinnamon,
appropriately.
or...
How am I fat? Yeah. I will do my best to score it accordingly, but I'm not super enjoying this. So it's just no.
He didn't say it wasn't going to drink. It's still 10%.
It's 8.8.
Oh, shit. Well, then that...
Yeah, that's what I said. We haven't had... Shoot, last week was a whole lot higher ABV.
Last week was a Fun beer day.
Considering what we had a 16 or 17% as beer 2 on accident.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It was.
That went
We
well.
didn't.
One of us didn't read the label.
Based on the front of the label, it was just a Belgian Golden Strong, like not even Golden Strong, Belgian Golden Ale.
Belgian Golden Ale, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
So it wound up being
I'm
16%.
expecting like 6 to
Deceptive.
8. I'm expecting 6 to 8%.
yeah.
As I'm reading the label off after I poured it, it was like 16 or 17%. I just looked at John and I went, "It's gonna be a good night."
I think we should start more shows off with the second beer being in double-digit percentage.
It was
Well, that'll loosen the guests up a little quicker.
It was If Charles is ever back on, we'll definitely have to start him off with a heavy ABV beer. Hour 2 Charles was a blast.
Oh,
Hour 1 was
amazing.
fun, but you could definitely tell Hour 2 Charles was like, "Let's go!"
Yeah, he was a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I
The body
kicked
on
my
this
leg.
is a heavier body
It's a
than the
thing.
Sun King. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, DB8 knows how to. They know how to brew. I mean, they're even if it's a beer style you don't like or a flavor profile you don't like, they still make a good clean beer.
Yeah.
I've never had a beer that I'm like, "Oh, this tastes off," or "This tastes like what were they fucking thinking?" Like even ones I don't like, are it's like, I could see why someone would enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's well crafted.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This beer is definitely roasty. I know we've discussed because Matt off-screen Matt's been all about the coffee flavor, and it doesn't have coffee, but they've definitely from the malts got the roastiness out of those.
Oh, yeah.
So
Kelly, you're first to score. That makes me first for our last one. Yes.
Okay. I need to think about this for a second. I'm trying not to
That's fine.
compare
You
it
guys
to
still have beer.
My favorite banana beer is like the standard for me, and I'm trying to just like focus on
This beer this time.
this one.
yeah. Dell, you can't start a live video while you're watching our live video. Not allowed.
Dale's not been on today.
He said hi earlier. He said no.
Yeah,
he
that's
said
right.
No.
I guess I just
audio
ignored
issues,
it.
Yeah.
I think I have to side with John in that I prefer banana chips in most banana beers as opposed to fresh banana because I think it brings a little bit of extra sweetness, which I like in a banana beer because bananas are sweet and I want it to be sweet. Stop twitching at me.
I think it's because bananas are sweet, just like me. Like, that's cute.
No.
Yeah, we all know better.
It's a lie. Struggling. I'm gonna say a 3.75.
Okay.
Solid.
Yeah.
I think it's good. If it were on tap, I would be like, yep, pour one up. But if I saw it in a store, I think I might just...
Next time you order a beer from a brewery, can you order it like that? Yep, pour one up. Like, just that
That's
one.
how I always order.
Is Chris, are you watching? I
I
have a
would pay
question
$1
for you.
to see her do that. So you're saying you drink 4.7 or 4 ounces of your 5 ounce?
Not quite
Samples.
4 ounces.
Not quite 4.
Not yet.
3.75 ounces out of
I mean,
it.
that's
Can
pretty
I-
specific on
Can I
your
give a
ounces.
shout out to my favorite banana beer of all time?
Sure, I don't
Sure.
care.
Okay.
It's a beer show. Talk about beer.
Brian Suter
Never mind.
brewed...
No.
No, listen. No. Suter and I were talking one day, and I was like, man, I have just always wanted, like, the perfect peanut butter banana beer, but I've never seen anybody do it very well.
Crazy.
Like, it's always off balance or a weird mouthfeel. Like, it just hasn't been, like,
It just keeps getting better.
achieved. And he, like, 2 days later comes running into whatever room I was in and at Books and Brews, and he's like, try this. And he did it, and I was like, this is amazing. This is, like, my favorite beer I've ever had in my whole life. And that first batch was super, super good, and he made a few more that were awesome, and I cannot vouch for it at all now that it's, like, mass-produced and canned. Don't hold me to if you have it now. I
Last
don't know.
2 batches have sucked.
I haven't had it, but when it used to be small batch and Brian was the one brewing it, it was the best peanut butter banana beer. It was done super well. Brian is an artist of the highest beer kind.
Wow, that's a lot.
Brian makes all of my favorite beers. I'm going to shout out Brian so hard right now. Flowers for Algernon as a small
Terrible.
batch was amazing. King Louis, the gingerbread ale that you brewed for our wedding was so good. Still one of my all-time favorite beers. If you want to see
I
me a
loved it
batch.
because I got real drunk.
So did
so
everyone
good.
else.
Everybody.
Nobody got
Our
as drunk
wedding
as Ted.
was- our wedding
Nobody
was-
got as drunk as Ted.
It was kind of a miss. Yeah, life pro
Well,
tip.
that beer was what?
Don't serve a 13% beer at your wedding.
On draft for
But-
free.
For free.
Yeah, I mean,
But
well,
Brian brews
But the
a
guests
great
appreciate
beer.
that, though.
Yeah, we just got a couple people's pictures.
Too bad
below
we
the
don't have
bar.
any of that on tap.
Was
Still.
it-
We had some on tap for a while.
Was it you, me, and Brandon? I know it was Brandon and I.
Yes, King Louis at what festival was that? Where we were
Connor Prairie?
one sample
It
for
was
the guests.
not the Connor Prairie.
One sample.
It was
for
in
us.
Fishersville. Yes, and it was the
Fisher's on
very
tap.
first beer that was out at Blue.
Well, what's
At that
funny is
event.
because they had it at Connor Prairie History on Tap one time, and Kelly was working it because of those King Louis. Kelly was there.
That's accurate.
By the
I'll
time my friend Andrea and I even got close to going back to their booth, I see her, Shay, and I think Diltz.
No. Me, Kyle, and Chris were
No,
at that festival.
not that time because Diltz was with you.
I only worked Untapped once.
All right, I guess it was us. I could have sworn Diltz. I saw Diltz. He was there. That's
Diltz
it.
was there, yeah.
So
he was
I
there.
see the three of them walking back, and I'm like, "You guys are done already?" They're like, "Well, we may have drank as much as we poured." I'm like, "Well, all right, no King Louis for
Also,
me."
can I tell another story about History Untapped?
Sure, we'll go a little long today. It's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we don't
Sure. Okay.
You still have beer to drink. We can't go. With the
No,
next
I'm
one
like
anyways.
shouting out all my favorite
Yeah.
brewers. So Brian, obviously, but so Kyle is the reason that I learned how to shotgun a beer.
Hey, a real brewer. Love you, Suitor.
Brian,
He doesn't watch.
love you, Brian.
No, he doesn't.
No, Kyle's the reason I had to learn how to shotgun a beer because
Fuck
we
Kyle.
were working History Untapped and we were like right next to where they had like the buffet line coming out for the
Oh,
taco
yeah.
station. And they were bringing in these giant glass bowls and it was like green inside. And I was like, oh man, look at all that guac. And Kyle was like, Kelly, you're an idiot. That's clearly lettuce. Like nobody serves guac in vats like that. And I was like, no, that's guac. I swear. Like I would bet my life on it. And we thought about it for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. And then finally he was like, I will bet you that is lettuce and not guac. And, you know, we decided the winner would have to shotgun a beer at some point in our distant futures. And they bring out the last bowl and then they stick tongs in it and not a spoon. And I'm like, oh, crap. Because I know at that point it is not guac. And I thought I would get away with it and just, like, never have to follow through and shotgun the beer because I was like, I don't know how to do that. I've never done that.
He didn't let you get away with it.
And it's, like, months go by and then him and Brian
Matt, can you
and...
rinse the other three? You're good. Don't rush.
Okay.
Don't rush. You're fine. I got
make
you
two
a
trips?
glass.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
Nope, got her a glass.
Gotcha.
But him and Brian and Chris are all playing Catan after work, and I come in, I don't know, probably 25 minutes early for my night shift. And you guys know I'm a stickler for the rules. I never broke the rules for anything. I was like the worst. I enforced them all the time.
Worst.
But
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah. But, you know, we don't drink before our shifts. That was a rule. And they talked me into doing my shotgun, like, right before my shift. Brian's like,
Hear that, Jason?
Here.
Jason doesn't watch.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Brian's like, here, I have these beers that somebody brought in for us to sample. I don't remember what brewery they were from. So it's like a craft beer, like something that's 5% or something. And I'm like, no, I'm getting ready to go in for my shift. And they're like, you've got 10 minutes. So in the alley behind work, they are like, stab it. And they're like, here, you just open this and then you chug it. And that's what you do. And I learned how to shotgun it 5 minutes before clocking in for work. And then I was really scared because I broke a rule. And I felt really terrible about
And
it.
she's not really a rule breaker.
No.
I might have a few beers we can shotgun, and we can see how
That
well you
feels
progressed.
unnecessary.
Oh, I was supposed to ask earlier. Carrie has said, what is pub theology? Now I'm curious, too.
Pop Theology. If any viewers want to join us at Books and Brews Mothership, we haven't been doing it lately because pandemic, obviously, but once things are kind of, you know, back to normal, hopefully someday, fingers crossed, we meet at Books and Brews Mothership right off 96th Street around 6 p.m. every Thursday, and it's a group of friends, and we talk about, like, all things kind of faith and scripture.
Jesus turning
and,
water into wine.
I mean, yeah, we talk about Jesus a lot, but just like worldview in general and how, you know, we're mostly Jesus followers, but we're like, how do we interact with other cultures and other people? And we invite people with different worldviews to come and talk to us and, like, you know, make sure that we can respect them and, like, just treat everybody well. So.
Good group of people. I've even been accepted when I was there.
That says a lot,
Everyone
that says
is
a lot
shocker.
for them.
Yeah. I kept telling Kelly every time she tried to get me to go that
You
I
get
like
struck by lightning. when you sit
I'd
down?
burst into flames or something
Yeah.
like.
No.
But they're really cool. They don't shove God down your throat. They talk. It's fun. It actually is pretty fun. Plus, you get to
It's a
get
lot of
drunk.
fun.
So
And it's Thursday, so it's $3 for.
Yep. $3.25 mugs.
Oh yeah,
Uggs.
$3.25, yeah.
Heck yeah.
and it's only Mug Club.
Yeah, but my buddy Sean
But you should
started
not
it.
buy one unless it's from Books and Brews Noblesville, Carmel, Brownsburg, or Zionsville. Sorry. Anyway, I'm not bitter. It's cool.
On to our final beer.
No, actually, it's not.
Actually,
I don't
we
know.
got
Score
3.75. Yep.
I'm going to go 3.5. I was stalling because she was drinking, and then she started
shoot.
talking. You're good.
Sorry.
We got you an extra glass. You're
I'm
fine.
3.5 as well.
So it's 3.5.
I think that's probably the same base beer as the Mexican hot chocolate, which you would have fucking loved.
Yeah.
The Mexican hot chocolate.
I gave
was
this one a better score.
Amazing. I gave the Mexican hot chocolate a better score.
I think that's why I said I wanted cinnamon in the donut one. Because I like
Yeah.
Mexican hot chocolate, like imperial stouts.
Yep.
That hint of spice.
Our next beer. The one that
Oh,
arrived
that is
today.
3.5 average.
I already said that.
Okay.
Um,
Is anyone watching anyway?
it arrived today. Matt brought it to us.
Thank you, Matt.
It is just released this weekend. It is the Listermann's Haterade series. This is the fruit punch one.
Brewed with electrolytes.
Berliner Weiss brewed with electrolytes. 4.3% ABV out of Listermann. It's in Cincinnati, Ohio. We had the grape on the show one time, and it was stupid good.
Stupid good.
And like Matt and I both even said like neither one of us even like grape Gatorade, but it was really
Loved
good.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. We couldn't wait.
Ooh, hey, at least this one's actually the right color.
We got a faux real? Yes. Faux real. With electrolytes.
Faux real.
Don't worry.
It's got everything you need.
Yeah. I mean, if it's anything like the last one's going to be nice, crisp, refreshing, and you're less prone to get a hangover thanks to some electrolytes. Or if you're hungover, you can slam one of these if you're not a Bloody Mary person.
Or you could just drink a responsible amount and hydrate.
What's fun in that?
Where's the fun in there?
Rule follower nerd.
That's what I'm here for. I'm the buzzkill in every friend group.
Accurate. No,
I know who I am.
it's all right. My favorite thing to do ever though was when you were managing Books and Brews and we're trying to train people. After I'd worked there, left the mothership to go run Broad Ripple, I'd literally sit at the mothership and literally be like, "It's not how you do things.
It was so
Ignore
annoying.
her."
I wanted to murder him.
It was my favorite.
We all
thing
do
to
at some point.
It was my favorite thing to do.
I'm like, all right, bud, you're one of my best friends. Love you, but also you're like super
You-
undermining my authority in front of trainees who don't understand our relationship. And this is pretty rough.
You wonder why I gave you the abrasive trait.
I'm not the one that got in a fight.
He won.
Hey,
Did I?
he
Lost
couldn't
mine, I was
hunt. I had to
told.
take over his hunting.
Oh, I got a taxman glass.
Yeah.
I gotta say, if you can get
Texas
this
thing.
like in your nose without getting it in your mouth, it smells just like fruit punch. And in doing so, I got a little bit in my mouth, and it tastes just like fruit punch.
I want to combine this with the Sherbet Drecker.
Yeah. This
I
is
don't.
Very good.
I'm a fan of the alcoholic Gatorade.
Ooh, yeah, that's tasty.
Dude, I think I should, for baseball next year, whenever I take Gatorades to the games for myself, not for the boys, they're underage.
This is
This is literally this is what I should be drinking while they're playing. I'd be drinking my Gatorades. Just sit
Don't
there
you
and...
dare give Smedley beer.
this is.
Smedley doesn't play for me.
God
Oh,
damn
okay.
it.
I would want
is-
this with a salted rim. Is that weird?
No.
I think that would be really good.
Oh, that
I
would
want
fit
this
pretty
just
well.
all the time. This is
It's one of those annoying gimmick beers that's really fucking good.
It's annoying because, I mean, they call it haterade. It's like, all right, you're trying to
It's
lean
still
into
it's still a gimmick beer. It's just like one of my favorites, the Martin House Pickle Beer. It's a gimmick beer, but I still love it.
I used to hate gimmick beers, and now I have kind of moved past like peak beer snob, and now I'm like, if I like drinking it, I'm gonna drink it. I don't care.
Yeah.
If I enjoy it, I enjoy it.
Well, and
Atta girl.
actually, the beer snobs right now are into the gimmick beers. So if you want to be a true beer snob, you should actually be the hipster of the group and not like gimmick.
Yeah, you're gonna go like Keystone or something.
I mean, I do like PBR. I genuinely enjoy PBR,
I drink PBR. I enjoy PBR.
but I'm not sure if it's just nostalgia or if it's.
Matt's
an
a Stones
actually good
guy.
Faux life. Just like the Wolfpack.
This is.
Is it even beer?
Brewed with electrolytes.
Electrolytes?
Electrolytes. Electro. I told you I've been tongue tied
Are
all
you
day.
gonna find like a mystery after this, Scooby-Doo?
I've been tongue tied all day.
Ruh-roh.
Roll Raggy.
The show is 70% beer evaluations and 30% correcting each other's pronunciation.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. It only took you 2 hours.
We give each other so much shit on this show. It's my favorite part. That's why I love.
That's why I was scared.
Speaking of which, guys,
You watched me for it. Thank you.
coming up Actually, John, go ahead and talk about the beer for just a hot second. It's my turn to score first, but...
It's red, and it's stupid.
Heading to bed, Munchkin?
And kind of tasty. Actually, I really enjoy it.
It's a kind. I think
That's why I'm calling it stupid, because I don't want to enjoy it, but I really do.
Why do you fight a good thing, John?
I don't. I'm not. It's fine.
Refreshing.
Pause for a hot second as we say goodnight to Munchkin.
Say goodnight to everybody.
Bye-bye.
You sleep tight, okay? Tell everybody goodnight. Yep.
Night, Munchkin.
Riveting.
Love you, Kylie.
Okay.
Head on up, short stack.
This beer. Good. I
cricket
go first
again.
on this, right?
No, I do.
Oh,
But
you do?
anyway, what I was pausing for, like stalling a little bit. So this week, obviously, was Kelly, which has been a lovely guest tonight. We're very excited. We were very excited to have her. I'm very happy that she's been here.
Yeah, thank you.
Only took 3 attempts.
Global pandemic.
Next week is going to be none other than Molly Grooms. It's going to be a great episode as well.
It's not Molly Grooms.
Oh, it's always Molly Grooms. It can't be Molly Baines. That's not as much fun. After that, you have Grace coming back.
Neat.
That night, out of habit, typed Molly, and I just read it. After that's Lauren, who helped change our logo.
Scorched wood.
Yeah, from Scorched Wood. She helped update our logo to a more clothing-friendly.
Yeah. So nothing changed the logo, just for uploading the image.
Yeah, the image is all Grace. She just Lauren did her graphic design major type stuff and made it not easier for
More friendly.
Yeah. After that, we have Backyard Beer Chick coming back. Jennifer's coming back.
Jennifer.
So those are we have a female-laden group of guests. I mean, we had Kelly, Molly, Grace, Lauren, and Jennifer all coming up. So I like it. That's fun.
Girls like us?
Well, considering the June through August was a little more male-heavy, I'm glad this one's been more female-laden. So, be a good time.
Say laden one more time.
I was thinking, how can I make a joke out of this, John?
I hate all of you. But my score on this beer is going to be... God damn, it's tough. I love this beer.
God damn it.
Which Jennifer's given us 3 claps.
I'm excited for you. Hey.
Follow her on Instagram, by the way. She's a lot of fun.
BYBC.
Backyard Beer Chick is her Instagram handle.
BYOBC.
Being your...
You got it.
That's a resounding no.
Just remember, guys, if you're acronyming it, it has to be BYBC, not BBC. Haterade Fruit Punch, I'm going to give it a 4. I honestly will continue to look for more flavors.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And by look for, I mean we find them on Instagram. We tell Matt to go get them for us.
It's a good deal. I got a guy that buys them.
Matt's our Cincinnati mule.
I agree so much. I'm going to raise it a quarter point. 4 1/4.
Ooh, solid. All right. Kelly?
I was going to say 4.25, but
All right.
now
Hell
it feels
yeah.
like John took my answer.
It's still 4.25. You heard her.
Not my favorite Berliner Weiss, but it's very good.
Very good.
It's such a gimmicky beer, but it's tasty. It goes down quick.
Yeah, I want more.
Yeah, it was tasty. When we have more? I'm just saying. And we do need
drunken movie review.
We do need to drink something during the drunken movie review.
True.
But yeah, so that comes out as a 4.25 average.
Meanwhile, Jennifer says, "Damn it, boys!"
Yet another great haterade. Matt, you brought it. You picked it up for us. What would you give it?
4 1/4. That is delicious stuff. It's quirky, it's weird, it's tasty.
I'm the
I'm
outlier.
gonna steal Kelly's score as well.
Jumping on the bandwagon, I see.
It's just a unique, interesting, fun thing. I definitely going to keep seeking them out. That one, I prefer Fruit Punch over Grape. The Grape one actually kind of surprised me, like as much as I liked it.
See, I think I like the grape one better than the Fruit Punch.
I prefer the Fruit Punch flavor, but the Grape just had that kind of surprise value.
Yeah.
Almost worked better because it was like, I don't know how much we like the Grape. Holy shit, I really fucking like the
that
Grape.
It was like a bluish color, which was hilarious.
It was like Slimer green. It was Ecto Cooler green.
It was.
I want an actual blue one. Like, I don't know what the blue flavor is called, but like the blue Gatorade.
Well, there's two. The good one's Glacier Frost. We were having this conversation
we
before
were
the show.
actually.
Then there's some other blue, and they're like, it's all right. Like the true blue.
It's funny that we had
It's
that
a blue
episode.
raspberry or some shit.
I knew it wasn't like an actual flavor. It was like a landmark. Glacier Frost.
But that has been all the beers of the night tonight. So, with that being said, Kelly, what was your favorite beer tonight? What was your beer-o night?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to backtrack. What was the very...
Second one, Drucker?
Yeah.
Shocker, folks.
I've never had Drecker. I had no predisposition.
No, but we
to
just
like
know
it.
Drecker's going to be good. That's literally, we were picking beers out for tonight, and we had a different sour, and I was like, she needs a Drecker.
Yeah. Let the record show 3 of the 4 picked Drecker as their beer anticipation. Anticipation? Yeah, that's the
Anticipatory.
of the night.
Matt.
Yeah. Tough toss-up. Either Drecker or the Listerman Haterade. Those two are both phenomenal. I expect those both to be great, and they both were.
John?
It's Drucker. Even though I didn't rate it as high as some of the others, it's my beer of the night.
All right, so before I say mine, I got to tell somebody something that I just got on, I think it was mine. Was it just? No, it was on Two Beerded Guys. It was a response to our teaser for the night, the Drunken Movie Review. He responded with, "Do you want to know more?" So if you've ever
See, it worked.
Because this is the teaser, Matt. Yeah. That was the Federal Network.
Yeah. Oh, that was yours? Oh.
That was the teaser, was the Federal Network.
Ah,
and
shit.
the guy responded with, "Do you want more?" Or want to know more?
I do want to know more.
That's fantastic. But mine, it's tough. I had 3 4s on the night. I'm actually going to give it to Juice Jr.
Yeah.
Drecker was unbelievable. Haterade is always good.
Yeah.
But I think Juice Jr., I think it's that nice IPA, crisp, clean. I enjoyed it.
Listen, it's been a solid run. Like, we've not had many beers that lately that have been below that 3 level.
Our lowest beer tonight was 275.
Yeah.
And even last week, which was one of our higher ones because we had 4 beers over 4, we had a 2.5 last week and a 2.75.
Okay.
The week before, we had like a 2.25 to go along with a high week. So this is our, even though we weren't as high
this week,
we had a much higher floor.
Yeah.
So another great week. We want to thank Kelly for being on the show.
Thank you.
Make sure you follow all our social medias. I'm not going to run through them all again.
I forget it. Kelly eats food or something. I don't know.
I don't even. Kelly eats stuff, I think.
That opens to a lot more than food. I mean, you want to be more specific.
Her Instagram is Kelly Eats Stuff.
I do. I eat stuff.
But follow us on all our socials. Make sure you follow TikTok right now because, again, Mama Danner Tries Craft Beer is hilarious and there's more coming. Other than that, guys, listen to our upcoming Drunken Movie Reviews. Sorry, I had more. I should have wrote it down.
There's so much that we're trying to do right now. So
there is. We do have.
Come join us Saturday.
Yeah, come join us
Loggers and
Saturday.
Lawrence.
We have new upcoming stuff in the works right now that is still tentative, but we have some cool stuff coming up possibly. So make sure you keep following us because we'll put teasers out and all that kind of stuff as it gets more official. Thank you guys. Lastly, this episode was brought to us by Ugly Pete. I'll have John actually say have Matt. Matt, what's the company name?
Water Performance Technology LLC. We need water, think WPT.
In all fairness, he helped us get our new mic, which makes us sound a lot better because we need all the help we can get. So I wanted to give him one last shout out. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. I am TBG_Ops Guy.
Madog, B&Q.
With us today,
Kelly.
Eat stuff.
behind the camera,
Per the poll, not an idiot.
off screen Matt. Thank you guys for watching.